Hello. Well, I was watching James Bond the other day.
Ah, very good.
Alan Ennis.
Good morning.
What's my name again?
Rob Locke with an E.
Did it backwards.
Did with an E.
It's taken me years to practice doing that, you see.
Did it? Yeah.
Yeah, with an E, that's right. Yes, we have a great show for you tonight. This is the man who knows what sucks, and he's holding both of them in his hand. And it's a special 24-hour deal, ladies and gentlemen, for 24 hours, 24 hours only. In other words, until 11:59:59 later today, you're getting the Polti Forza Spirit D-Power. It's got the power.
It's got the power. Digital power. That's
Digital
what
power.
I'll tell you all about that as the show progresses.
It is the power to have. And it is normally, well, I mean, the package we've got complete, the whole kit and caboodle would be $328.90. But for 24 hours and 24 hours only, you've got it for $179. We used to sell the vacuum just on its own for $199, and that was already a discount compared to Polti. We're also giving you an extra powered pet head or upholstery brush or whatever you want to use it for. That's normally £40 worth of value. We're throwing that in gratis, complimentary like. So you're getting everything for the $179.99, or if you want to pay on $179, sorry, the PayPal Pay in 3, which allows you to pay in 3 interest-free instalments, then you can split it into, it'll show it on the screen, it's about 60 something a month. 60 and change, in fact. Oh, there it is. 61.98. They're quite sturdy, these, on their own, aren't they?
Yeah, they stand on their own, which is a great thing.
Oh, they're lonesome tonight.
47 years ago, yesterday was his anniversary, he died.
Was it really?
Yes, 16th of August, yeah.
So it's almost his half century.
Yeah, 47 years.
Elvis we're talking about. This man channels Elvis, but not when he's vacuuming. When he's vacuuming, he channels Polti. Now, I know this, you have been, aside from being one of our amazing presenters, and you're going to be with everybody for the next couple of nights.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
While I go off to our other studio to shoot some stuff for Freeview. You know a thing or two about vacuums. You've been demoing them for years.
I would say that my speciality subject on Mastermind would be vacuums, because I've been dealing with them for a long time, and I've actually been dealing with companies who have brought me vacuums that they've developed, and they've said, tell us, and I've told them.
And some big names.
Yes, you've got to change that, you've got to do that, because I know a bit about vacuums. And these are great.
So there is technology, innovation that's gone into these technologies that is because of things you've advised?
Some of the things I've advised some of them in the past, absolutely.
Man knows what he's talking about. So why are these so flipping good then?
Because it's got a digital motor. Now, what I'm going to say to you, and you'll hear me saying a lot about tonight, is this is a vacuum that you're getting for under £180. You will always hear me. I will demonstrate a vacuum here sometimes for less than £100 and tell you the virtues of that for less than that money.
Correct.
And I will always say to you, but this here has a digital motor and has an automatic mode, which is incredible, because it's going to help you get longevity from your battery life, and it's going to give you the perfect power every time.
The first question, we'll get onto the auto mode, because that's it's sort of its party trick.
It's superpower.
But what is a digital motor, and why is that important?
Right. So a digital motor, basically, it's a brushless motor, is what you could call it as well.
Because most motors have metal brushes.
They would have metal brushes.
Contacts.
Exactly. And then
that creates friction.
Creates friction, creates heat, and that loses power. Also, the power is not efficient coming through. Digital motor done differently. It's actually done with magnets. And also then it also is able to take the power better, and that's why this can have the automatic setting. It can turn on and ask for that power much quicker from the battery because of that digital motor.
So bottom line, more power, less cost.
Less cost, yeah. And for this, underneath this price that we have here, genuinely is something to conjure with. It has 29.6 volts of power and up to 40 minutes of runtime. And I'm going to tell you how you get to that and why this is super, super clever as well.
It's got a cyclonic action.
Multi-cyclonic
action. Yes, more than one cyclone.
Yep, it has many of them. It also has the low mode and the maximum mode as well. But I'm going to be extolling the virtues of the automatic power with this one. This is a great vacuum from Polti.
If you have any questions, this is the man to ask. You can email us. We are live until 3 a.m. Studio at ShopOnTV.co.uk. It's 17 minutes to 1 on Sunday, the 18th of August, I think it is. August. So, yes, before you buy, if you want to know anything specifically before you buy, that's why we're here. This is the difference between the high street and online. You can ask us. We will show you anything you need or want to see. We will explain anything you want to know before you make your purchase. That's the point of doing this on telly.
Yeah.
Should I hold one of those for you?
No, I'm just going to pop it over there, actually,
Okay.
because I just wanted everyone to see the red colour, so you choose what you want,
I'm
red
going
or
to put that
green.
there because I will knock it over otherwise.
Yeah, you pop that there. It stands on its own. Just give it a little tilt forward, and yeah, that's it. Yeah, just stand it up dead straight. That's it. Now, I want to just talk you through, okay, because what we have got on this is a load of features, and I'm going to do a little bit of vacuum with this first, so you can see how it works. And
Before
then
you do, can I point out one quick thing?
Yes, of course.
I'm so sorry. I should have done this before in the preamble. There are 2 item numbers because Pulte have 2 different codes for the green and for the red. So what's on your screen right now, 956930, is for the green. That's the SR500. If you want the red, then that's going to go down in the bottom of the screen. Yeah. Different code. They're identical. They just have them on different SKUs, as they call them in the business.
That's right, exactly. Yeah. So, right, well, I'm going to first of all, I'm going to do some vacuuming. Sure. I'm going to show you the different speeds, and I'm going to talk to you about the automatic mode, and then I'm going to talk you through from very top to very bottom.
Okay, good.
Me being Irish, I'm going to take.
I won't interrupt
vacuum,
anymore. I promise.
No, you please do, please.
No, I mean,
you work away.
Seriously, I want to see what it's all about.
Very simply, your button just here on the top. It's a button. You don't have to hold it. You press it. It will automatically come on to the standard mode. We'll show you that on camera just now. It will come on to standard. If I touch this, it's touch sensitive. Just here, it will go to maximum. If I touch it again, it will go to auto mode. Right. So you decide. So what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to put this onto eco mode, which will give you your 40 minutes of runtime.
Got it.
Obviously, if you put on maximum, you're going to get a bit
slightly less.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I'll talk to you about the brushes on this as well in just a few minutes, and I'll tell you about how efficient this actually is as a vacuum cleaner and how it picks everything up from the carpet. If you need more power, we do that. I have more power. You may need more power because I'm coming up here to the porridge oats, which have those bigger particles.
You've been sowing your oats again on our carpet.
I have. Oh. And there you go. Now that's it, okay? That's how well it works, 2 different power levels. What we tend to do, okay, is when you get a vacuum, and I'm guilty of this too, is we always go to the high
maximum,
power. We do. So then we will get less of the battery time. That's why we'll always say up to 40 minutes.
Mind you, 40, because isn't the average to do like a 2-bedroom flat, the actual vacuum's only on for an average about 7 minutes?
Did we say a house, if you run around, because it's so quick with these, about 12 to 15 minutes for the average house as well. So
and you can keep it charging, and
you can keep it charging. But here's what you.
That's great. It's done. Look, it's done what it's done what it says on the tin.
What we can do is because instead of putting it on maximum and maybe getting I don't know 20 minutes, I don't know, just let's call it 20 minutes. You want to maximize that battery power. So if we now put this onto automatic.
Yes. What is this elusive automatic mode?
So now you will hear it turn down. Yeah. Okay. But watch this now. As soon as I go along, and it senses that there's dirt.
It sensed the dirt.
It sensed the dirt. Because what this has is an infrared monitor, an infrared sensor on it, and then when it's away then, it's turned itself down.
Amazing.
So when there's no dirt, so basically what's happening
it knows when it needs the extra power.
Exactly. Yeah. So what you're doing is you're using the correct power for the correct amount of dirt that you have. And it's this infrared sensor, so all of the dust and dirt and debris that's coming up into the vacuum has been monitored with an infrared sensor. If you get more dust, it will turn itself up. If it has less, it will drop it down.
I'd just keep it on that, wouldn't you?
Exactly what I was going to say. And then you're getting the maximized range because you're using the right power all of the time. If you need lower power, instead of whacking it onto
it's only an intelligent vacuum, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, that's a little bit of carpet done for you. I'm going to leave some because what I'd like to do now is just turn this around for you and show you what they've done. Because
that's a bit weird. What's all that? That's not normal.
That'd be the brush bar.
The brush bar.
Brush bar. Now, what you sometimes get with some vacuums, and it's a lovely idea, is you will get 2 brush bars. You will get a softer one, which I tend to call a plush brush, and you will get one that has the tougher fibers in it.
Right.
And then you would change them over. But actually, if we look here, what Pulte have done is there is the plush one, the soft one. That one there is the tougher one. So what you have is no matter what floor you're on, you will have the right brush because you've got both of them. So you don't have to change them over. That's really cool to see, isn't it, when you do that?
But there is no difference between the green and the red, except for the fact that the green is green and the red
is red.
Yep, you guessed it.
Now, 4 ultra bright LED lights just there as well. Look like my hand is behind them all.
It's like a race car.
So bright. So 4 LED lights. Now, what they're for is that you can now see the dirt in the nooks and the crannies, the corners,
Under the bed.
underneath the bed and stuff like that. So you can
yeah.
look and see, and they're very, very bright. Obviously, in our bright studio here, you don't.
Well, they're
we can
brighter
still
than the
see how
average
bright-
LEDs, I would have to say, in my experience of vacuums.
Now, I'm going to do the little bottom to top.
Bottom to top,
okay?
alrighty.
You see, look at folks, it's important that you see that it vacuums, and we've just showed you that. But for me personally, I want to know the difference in this and the one you have at home that you might be changing, okay?
Yes.
So we have those two types of the brushes on here, okay? So it doesn't matter which floor you go to, you know that you're getting the very best, okay?
And so that's powered, that brush.
Exactly.
There's a motor in the end.
When you see just here these little holes, this is for allowing the air to escape, or the hot air, the heat to escape, because there is a motor in here that is turning all the time to turn that brush bar. Now, inferior machines, and I'm going to be honest, there's not many of them out there, but what they will do is use the suction power on a little kind of a little wheel that will turn that, and then as soon as it will spin fast, as soon as it reaches anything like the carpet and resistance, it will slow right down. This doesn't, it keeps going. Now, that's important. And by the way, you get this, and this is why this is the 24-hour offer. Not only have we reduced the price, we've put this in.
Yeah, so we've reduced the price by £20 and given you another £40 worth of value for nothing.
And this is a powered brush as well. You can see the little air vents just there. The motor is in here. And I'm going to tell you about this
is so
bottom
clever.
as well, and why that's
It's got a clever bottom.
It does. And I'm going to come to that in a little while. I'm going to show you and talk to you about that and give you some ideas where you might use it.
Okay.
Now, let's go to these wheels, okay?
Yeah.
Because these have little rubber tires on it. They're quite soft tires on that just there. So they give you a nice grip, okay? And I'll turn that around so you can see. And they have little threads on them as well, okay? So that gives you a nice grip on your floor, because you are going to be going. Look at how free they turn.
Well, you don't want to scratch your floor, do you?
Exactly.
Because, I mean, some hardwood floors these days, they are expensive and not always that hardy.
Yeah.
So the last thing you want is a scratch.
It's a scratch.
Dirty, great scratch down the middle of your floor, do you?
Everything that is green here, this is for releasing this, so you can have the long reach pole. We will come to that in just a little while, so it's a reach vacuum. You have this aluminium pole just here, okay?
I love
aluminium
that colour.
makes it lightweight as well. And you know, it's if I'm not mistaken, 2.3 kilos. I've so many figures in my head of everything. I will check that and we'll give you the exact in a minute, but it's very lightweight.
Ms. Producer?
Yes.
The total weight, please?
Yeah, the weight of the machine. I think was it 2.3, I'm sure. Do you know when you've so many things?
It's 2.3.
One of the things come out. So now what we have
check, but I'm telling you
up here then is multi-cyclonic.
It's 2.6, like I said. As I told you right from the start,
you
it's 2.6. I did say that.
I didn't believe you.
When I say 3, it sounds 6. It sounds a bit like 3 sometimes.
A bit like 3, yeah, and I said weird as well. So, multi-cyclonic, just here. You can see that's written here now. I'll go through that in just a minute as well, why that's important and why that's better for you rather than just a cyclone. Now, your battery is here, and you charge that just here. But the great thing is you can remove that battery and you can bring that over. Now, I can tell you this. I worked for a major tool manufacturer, okay?
I thought you were going to say I worked for a major tool.
Well,
you do still, don't you?
Still do. Worked for a major tool manufacturer that are really big into their batteries. And I did a whole week's course with them. And they were saying to be able to remove a battery from something, to make that is much more expensive than having it built in.
So they've cut no corners.
Cut no corners.
And again, anything that's green, unless it's decorative, is functional.
Yeah, exactly. Now, also then when we come up here, I want to show you something, okay, because this is wonderful, okay? So what we have is we have 4 stages of filtration. Right here, we have an EPA filter, just here, okay? And you can see that is quite large. That's in here.
One lovely filter.
Okay. Now, I'm going to show you as well that this can be made into handheld, just like that. And we are giving you the 2 little tools, which is the crevice brush and the crevice tool as well, okay? We'll go through them in a little while. Forgive me while I come down here and empty this, because I want to show you something inside. And this also allows me to show you how to empty this. You press this over your bin, give it a tap. Now, the reason I'm doing that is in here, what we have is this just here.
There's another one. I just realised we were supposed to tell everybody at the start of the show some of the other products coming up. I'll do that in a minute. I forgot. Sorry. You finish where you're at.
Right. So what we have here is this fine mesh filter just here, okay? And that will stop all of the hairs and stuff. And then as it goes through them, what you also have is you have another
EPA filter.
Just here. Now also, remember I said it's multi-cyclonic?
Yeah.
Each of these holes, which there are 6 of, creates a cyclone. As the air is fired and sucked through here and it's fired down, Okay, it creates a cyclone. Now, I want you to think about a twister, exactly.
Twisters.
Where's the destructive power of a cyclone? It's at the very bottom. So it makes it bigger and then it gets smaller. And this creates 6 of them, and that's why it's multicyclonic, which gives you 6 areas of high suction, high power, which means you get the very best out of this.
Are we talking 6 mini vortices?
6 mini vortices.
Yes, yes, yes.
By the way, can I just say to you, it's really massively important that every week or so, take this out, bring it out to your bin, and tap it like that. Get the loose dust out of it. And then maybe every couple of weeks, rinse this under lukewarm water, no hotter than that, and give it a bit of a wash through. It's a washable filter. And then I want you then to leave it to room dry, okay?
Amazing.
Pop that back in.
Yep.
That goes back into the machine. So now what we can see is there's a filter inside there as well. We have 4 stages of filtration. Now, even after it goes through the EPA filter here, it's still the last pieces of the air that comes out, which exhausted here, because the air comes in, has to go out, goes through another filter, as I showed you a moment ago.
See, that's really when you think about it, and let's face it, most of us probably don't, but I do think about these things. A vacuum essentially is a motor to suck air.
Yeah.
And with it, it's going to bring dirt and debris and such.
Yep.
So then the other job of a vacuum is to stop that dirt and debris and whatever else from getting out the other end.
Absolutely.
So that's essentially all a vacuum is. So the better the filtration, the less escapes back into the atmosphere.
Exactly. It's why we get our cars serviced to change the filters, because the oil's going through, the dirt gets stopped by it. Now, again, you can see here how easy the operation is. By the way, very ergonomic as well in terms of how you hold this. Remember, it's easy to use, able to get underneath all of your low furniture. You can see the lights as well. Brilliant. I've got a cat now as well at home. He's a fluffy cat. Oh, haven't I showed him to you?
Yeah.
Oh, I did?
Well, I don't know. No, actually, I don't know if you did.
And again, the multi-cyclone. Now, again, what the cyclones do is it fires that air down and pushes the dirt to the bottom of your collection chamber, which, by the way, is 0.6 of a litre in size. It fires it down to the bottom, so it keeps that air intake clear, so nothing, it's much more difficult to get it blocked.
Well, there are your tools. There's
your little tool. Again, you pull back on the brush and you have that crevice tool, and then you pull forward and you have the brush then as well for getting cobwebs and stuff like that in the corner. You can see that it is a reach and a handheld.
Yes, look at that.
And you work this in seconds. I'm going to show you little demos with that as we go through the show as well.
She looks happy.
She does.
No bags, of course, no additional expenses.
Yes, exactly. By the way, also, you have got an indicator. You can see the lights now flashing. Yep. You have an indicator as to how the batteries are charged at any given time. When you get this at home, it will have some charge in it, so you will be able to vacuum immediately. And remember, it's up to 40 minutes of runtime.
And that cat was very happy with the results.
Yes.
She approved, because as we know, dogs have owners, cats have staff. That's right.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
By the way, it's very, very busy out there. I'm not surprised. £179. Please, if you've just tuned in, hello, welcome to Shop on TV, your nightly shopping show here on ITV1 and STV. And this is the Polti Forza Spiridipal. Polti, very, very well-known Italian company, been around for a long time. They only make basically vacuums and steam products and irons, things like that. In fact, they invented the steam generator iron. Really, really premium range. They really are very, very, very good quality. When you buy a Polti, you are buying reliability, you are buying quality, you are buying efficacy. They do the job they're designed to do very, very, very well. More than that, you're also tonight getting an amazing price. They are known as a premium brand. If you go to Polti's website, I think this is $2.99, isn't it? Just for the vacuum. And $39.99 for the additional powered upholstery brush that we're including tonight as a complimentary item. So, if you take away all of the extra value we're giving you, we normally, already we would sell this for a third off compared to Polti at $1.99. Tonight, or today, just for today, for 24 hours, and maybe, again, Leslie can put a little thing down the bottom. It's coming now. £20 off our regular price, but normally that $1.99 does not include the additional upholstery brush that is $39.99. So if you took that value off as well, you're actually getting the vacuum tonight essentially for £140. So overall, you're saving £159 compared to Polte's price. And you can also, for £61.98 times 3, that includes your postage and packing, you can apply for PayPal Pay in 3. Just select that at checkout as your preferred payment method. It will take you to PayPal's website. You sign into your account, or you set up an account, and then whatever. It's a very simple approval process to actually spend anything from £30 to £2,000. So if you're maybe if you run a cleaning business and you're thinking this is the time I'd get these, and I'll equip my cleaners with them, and you're buying multiple. You've got the capped P&P as well. I can't see what that is at the moment. I'll talk about it in a second. Is it $4.95? So it's $6.95. So basically, $4.95 is our standard postage and packing, and that is only charged once. So this, for example, carries £2 additional postage and packing charge because it's big and heavy, and obviously, you know, it's going to come in a great big box. So if you bought 2 of those, you wouldn't pay $6.95 times 2. The $4.95 is always capped. So you just pay the additional £2 per item. So you'd pay $6.95, and on the second one, it would just be £2. And the third one, another £2, and so on. If you buy any other items on the website that are $4.95, you don't pay any extra shipping or any extra postage and packing at all. But the point I'm making is between £30 and £2,000 per approval. That's what you can spend with PayPal Pay in 3. So have a shop around. Maybe get yourself some M Sport that we had the other night, which sold like crazy. It won't be at the price we had it the other night because it was a 24-hour deal. Last night, what did we have last night? The Miracle Chamois and the Blue Magic. Miracle Chamois, that was at a special price as well. You might want to get yourself a water feature, for example. We've got 2 amazing water features. I don't know which is your favourite. I'll tell you mine in a moment. If the wishing well is definitely, this is the one I love. You can put it in your garden. You can put it on your patio. You can put it stick it on your balcony if you want, even in the conservatory, anywhere there's light, because they are solar powered, ladies and gentlemen. So no extra costs and very low maintenance. They come with the solar panel, but the solar panel also has a built-in battery, and it will charge by the power of the sun, and that will last you for 4 hours. So in other words, this will continue to run even at night if you so desire, just from the battery power. These are made of very, very high quality resin and hand painted. They are, I mean, this thing, it's big. It's 64 centimeters tall. That's just over 2 feet, 2 feet and 1 inch, if I recall correctly. Put any water in there you like. You could even put some food dye in there if you want to colour the water. It just, there's something very feng shui about this. There's something, I don't know, I've got this thing about the Wild West. There's like, I don't know, I feel like I'll be riding into town. Hey there, my name's Rob Locke, with an E. And so there's that one, $99.99. Now, actually, that's half price. If you go out onto the marketplace, you'll find these for £200, genuinely. Look up Garden Wise. They're a great brand. They're out there. You'll find this exact one for double what we're charging tonight. So if you do fancy zhuzhing up your front or your back garden or somewhere else in your home, I dare say you could even have it if you wanted to, in your living room. Why not? Then that is your rustic brick well. And yes, you could probably throw a penny or 2 in there if you wished to make a wish. We also have what we call the Flintstones golf balls, and that is, we're not quite working. It's not working at the moment. Is it working? We can show you, but the graphics aren't playing ball at the moment, so we'll tell you the details for it in a minute. But here it is, coming up any second, he says as he vamps. There it is. So there we are, that is your rock feature, and 3 rocks, that's about 42, I think, off the top of my head, 42, 43 centimetres. 64. No, it's the wrong graphics, you see. We're waiting for the graphics to reload.
I thought you couldn't see it from there.
Oh, no, I can see. I can see, I just can't see close up to my face.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. All right, so tell me the details, Leslie, would you mind? So this is the rock water feature. Price is... So the item number is 348313, and it's $79.99. So it's slightly lower profile. Again, made of absolutely solid, high-quality resin, hand-painted, and it comes with the solar panel. All you have to do is attach the solar panel to the pump. Very simple to set up. If I had one here, I'd show you how to do it. And, you know, you turn it on and away it goes, basically.
And the additional lights inside each of those 3 tiers is brilliant. And by the way, if you don't have to have the solar panel next to it, it's a 10-meter cable, so you can put that down the end of the garden in a really, you know, place where you get lots of sunshine.
Look at you, Mr. Presenter.
I know.
I didn't know about the length of the cable.
Yeah,
Thank you. I'm going to steal that for next time.
You absolutely, sir. You
I always watch you, and then I'll just do what he did.
yeah, sure. You do everything opposite what I do.
Yeah. No. It's what is it? The imitation is the highest form of flattery, right?
And I love those lights in there. And again, you mentioned as well putting in some of the food dye in there.
Yeah.
Imagine if you put it green or blue, and then that light underneath there, giving that beautiful.
The light is slightly blue anyway.
Yeah.
So it'll have a blue hue. But yeah, a bit of green in there would be lovely.
Gorgeous.
Particularly if you're a Hulk fan, for example.
Hulk smash.
Yes, you'll have a smashing time. 348313. I absolutely love these. I just wish I had a garden to put one in. Next time we demonstrate them, I'll show you. It's really, really simple. There's a reservoir in the bottom, which is where the majority of the water collects. And you have a little pump, and you attach a little hose to it, and plug that into your solar panel, and that's it. You know, it's simple. Switch it on, and away you go. So, the question from, who was it?
Barry!
Hey, all right, Barry. I know we don't necessarily know Barry, but I feel that we know each other well enough for me to call you Bazza. Is that all right? All right, Bazza. I'm going to see Gazza tomorrow. So, what was the question? Yes. Is the rustic well made of wood? No, it is not. Yeah, because it would rot. No, it's made of resin. They're all made of high-quality polymer resins, and which are all hand-painted. They've got real solidity to them. I must say, when you see this up close and personal, I think it looks good on the video, but in person, I think Alan will agree, because we both presented this item, it just looks... It does look like wood, actually.
Yeah, they do. It gives you a lovely stone wood effect as well. On
stone wood? What's that?
Stone and wood, I should have said.
I see. Stonewood.
But it's a lovely piece, and for me, the tranquility of the pouring water is gorgeous.
Oh, it is. There is something very calming about it. I honestly love that. If I had somewhere to put it, I would own one. I guarantee it. 712693 is your Adam number. Maybe Stonewood is the town where this comes from.
Rockridge.
Roscoe Peacock Train. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. Actually, I do. It was my director. Because he just says stuff and I just repeat it. It's true. He just said that and I just said it. You see? Yeah. He's not saying anything else. See, I just repeated that as well. Because he doesn't want me to say what he was going to say next.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could go on all night, and we probably will. Right, okay, very quickly, we also, by the way, from Pulte, we also have the Vaporetto coming up a little bit later on. If it can move a train, it can remove a stain.
Exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
Tell us about this.
Beautiful piece. Right, so basically with this, you are using the power of water turned into steam with this to clean 99.9% or kill 99.9% of bacteria, viruses, etc., etc. 20 seconds is all the time it takes for this to heat up. It is phenomenal. It really is. It becomes handheld. Does your floor?
That's
hard
true
floors,
of me
does
as
your
well, by
carpets,
the way.
What, your handheld?
No, it takes 20 seconds for me to
heat up. You get loads of attachments, 19 separate attachments, so you can disinfect all around the place and get rid of pesky bacteria without using any chemicals or anything like that. So really is a beautiful thing. Glass as well. We give you a little squeegee for it. We give you some of the cloths that you can see just there, the microfiber cloths, to refresh curtains, to refresh your couches, to refresh blinds, whatever it might be that you want to do. Beautiful piece. I will be showing you that on hard floors in a little while.
Yes.
Again, check it out. If you do go out and you use a jacket that needs a bit of refreshing, well, you can do it as well. And it slims down like that.
It does.
So it can go underneath your bench.
All right. Okay, now let's go back, shall we, to our star of the night, which is the Forza. By the way, Forza Spira is Italian, and do you know what it stands for?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'll tell you. It stands for Forza, power, force, right? Spira, breathe, or suck. It's power suction. You see?
Yeah.
But as you said, you knew that.
I knew that.
Yeah, yeah. So show us on the hardwood floors,
okay.
and then we'll move over to some steam cleaning in a wee bit.
So we've shown you this, and I've given you the fundamentals of it, how it works well on carpets. But of course, you want to see this as well on your hard floors. Now, what I've got here is I've got some pet bedding, the stuff that you would use for hamsters, precisely. I've got some breadcrumbs. I've got some hot chocolate powder. I've got some herbs, and I've got some salt. And I just want to show you again. I'm going to put this onto auto because it's what I suggest you do. Now listen to it, it's on low power. As soon as I start moving it, it recognizes how much more power it needs and turns itself up. Now look at how clean that is right there now. See, it's turned itself down?
I love that, an intelligent vacuum.
Intelligent vacuum. Now watch this. It knew the dirt was there and it turned itself up. Now the reason I do this is to show you the clean line on the hard floor. Now, the reason I like to show you that is, do you remember the two types of brush that I showed you underneath? The stiffer brush and that soft plush brush.
Yes, yes.
So the stiffer brush is there to get deep into the carpet pile and also to scrub a hard floor. But then the softer ones are there, and what the softer ones do is they almost, it's like using a little microfiber cloth. It's getting down deep into get the finest pieces of dust and debris up into the vacuum. So again, let's just do a little bit more of this. Now remember, I can put it on to high power and leave it on that. I can set it to, or that was low, normal power. I can set it to high power.
It seems on hard floors, the high power is less necessary.
Less necessary.
It seems it's more necessary on carpets.
Indeed. And now you will hear it go up and down because I've now put it onto auto. So it is now automatically adjusting itself to the type of dirt and dust and debris that is on the floor. Have a listen to this. You will hear in a second. It's now monitoring. It's now turned itself down. Well, it did, and then it went back up again. There you go.
There it is. Yeah.
It turns itself down when it knows. Now, you ready for this?
Yeah,
Watch.
sure.
Here we go. Again, power up on that. So again, it's constantly monitoring what's happening underneath it with that infrared technology that's in here, and that infrared monitoring, and it will keep the exact power that you need to vacuum the dirt that is on the floor.
Anna, come
Yes,
here.
sir.
Come here.
And there's more.
And there's more. Come here. That's the way you tell them. Why, in the name of all things holy, would I buy that compared to all the other vacuums on the market?
Okay, first of all, it does come from Pulte.
Yeah.
It is a digital motor in here, which so many vacuums do not get.
And what's the benefit to me of that?
Benefit to you of that is more efficient use of the power.
Right. Does that mean it costs me less to run it?
It costs you less to run it.
Right.
It will, and it's giving you longer from the battery. It is a 29.6 volt battery. You get 22.6.
So I don't have to charge it as much.
21.9. You've got lots of power in there. It's going to last you up to 40 minutes.
Does it really suck?
It sucks.
Does it?
It is.
Yeah, big time.
But the big thing for me on this one, of course, it is from Pulte. The big thing for me is that it does have that automatic mode, which is what it would be my go-to.
Thing is though, right, I've got one of those big uprights.
Yeah.
So why do I need that?
Well, big uprights that you plug in.
Yeah.
You have to drag around the place.
Yeah.
That are not quite so efficient anymore. And you're unplugging and plugging in, and you're carrying it up the stairs, and you've got cables coming.
Well, admittedly, I'm on the floor on my hands and knees, collapsed basically into an asthmatic mess at the end of the using it. But
No, this is 2.6 kilos in weight.
Yeah.
And what they've done and what Pulte have done with the motor on this, and it genuinely is, remember it's multi-cyclonic,
Yes.
4-stage filtration, has given you an incredible vacuum cleaner. And
does it genuinely do as good a job as an upright or a canister vac?
absolutely, absolutely.
So I don't see why you wouldn't have this then, because there's no cord to plug and
cord.
replug.
Exactly.
It's lightweight. If you're older, if you have mobility issues, if you just don't have strength anymore, or if you're not very strong in the first place,
But
But
the big thing for me as well with these is, and this is the absolute truth, what you will find you will do is that you will pick this up more often. There are many times Ellie would give me a call, "Hi hon, I'm a couple of minutes from home," and I go, "Oh, right, okay, just going on. The house is clean. I will just get out my my cordless vacuum and just quickly run around." It takes.
I've heard from a lot of people who own cordless vacuums. Sorry to cut you
no,
off
not
there.
at all.
I was anticipating the end of your sentence. A lot of people tell me is actually they vacuum less, or they do the once a week or once every 2 weeks. The big clean-up.
Yeah.
Because they'll find if they see a bit of a mess, they just pull this out, clean it up, take care of it. So it's all done in it's little portions.
Yeah, and that's it. I take out my vacuum every day. I pretty much vacuum every day.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, 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 oh! Hello.
Wow.
Good morning. So I just thought I'd wake you up. Are you paying attention? You better be. There'll be a test at the end. If an icicle is a small piece of ice, we're going to have a small test. So tell us about the powered brush, the complementary brush.
Exactly.
That normally you don't get. 40 quid's worth of extra value.
Now, this is
put into this deal for you.
For new extra.
Yes.
Now, first and foremost, you can put this on and you can use this on your mattress. You would use it on the handheld side. You can use this for pet beds.
Yeah.
You can use it where your cat or
so
dog
it's good
lies.
for pet hair, is it?
Great for pet hair as well. But if you wanted to on your stairs, you can use it. You can use it pretty much anywhere that you want. But remember what we have with this as well, Rob, okay, is we have the possibility or the option to go handheld with this. Now, what we can do with this is we can now go out to the car.
Yeah.
We can now do the seats, we can do the floors, we can do the boot, we can do anywhere that we want in the car.
What's so special? What is that bit on that's different there?
Right. Now that I'm going to come down here, I'm going to show you.
It's getting on his hands and knees,
I know, this is what I do for my craft. so often when you have the base of this, if you're cleaning, you have to have that pure flat. So if you tilt that back, you're losing the suction because clearly that is up off of the floor where that creates the suction.
Yes.
But look at the base of this one. As I move it, the base stays there.
Yes.
And even if I am at the wrong, well, we'll call it the wrong angle,
yes.
it will still always be giving you the maximum contact and the proper contact with the carpet. So we're not losing suction because it's
even if
moving.
you're up completely on top of it, that's really good.
Isn't that brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, so you can get right into corners, you can get right down deep into the pile of that carpet by doing that. And look, as I say, it moves. So as you're moving, it's moving. And you're getting that contact. Great for the riser as well of the stairs.
Yes.
So that's really, really handy as well. By the way, with some vacuums as well, and some very expensive vacuums, because I've demonstrated and I've owned so many different vacuums, what you have to do is you would have to cycle through the options to turn it off all the way. But this, off, if I turn it on, it's on, always goes on an eco. If I put it to maximum, it still turns off directly from there. Put it back on, it will come back straight on to your eco mode. And again, you will have the 3 lights just here telling you how much battery power that you have. Let's see at the end of our show, which is an hour and 45 minutes away, how much lights are going to be left there. Now, of course, in this configuration now, Rob,
yes.
I can also go and do the couches. I can do the bed, the mattress. Really important to do your mattress as well with all the dead skin cells, you know, dust mites and stuff that are in your bed.
So this has 2 item numbers because Pulte have, for their colours, they have different model numbers. So the SR500 is the green. That's item number 956930. That's that one there. There is the red as well, identical in every single way except for the colour. That's 928472, and that is the SR510 basically. So all you have to do is choose. If you go to shopontv.co.uk, click on our or the latest shows. It'll bring you through to tonight's show. If you follow the link, you'll see all of the products, everything we've got coming up tonight, and these are there, so do check out. 15% of the green has already gone, and the red also proving very popular. I like the red. It's kind of a Ferrari red. Well, it would be being Italian, wouldn't it, you know? Right, so that's our vacuum. Now we also have we have the power of steam here tonight as well, which is this. You're going to love this system, but before we get there, we're going to sort of start a little journey of steam.
Steam.
Because when it comes to Pulte, I say this to you lovingly, and even though I know I do have a sarcastic tone sometimes, I am being genuine. If you don't own a Pulte iron, you haven't got a decent iron, in my opinion, because they literally invented the steam generator iron. This iron and all Pulte irons produce 5 times more steam than any other iron available anywhere in the world, literally. And this is going to potentially cut your ironing time in half. We have a steal of a deal on this as well. £79. It's normally £139, and this is the Simply. This is your first step into professional ironing at the price that you would expect to pay for a pretty bog standard iron these days, actually. A good one, but when I say good in terms of what we've been led to think is good for an iron. You see, to get out wrinkles, there's a science to it. And unfortunately, until technology caught up with us, we've been getting it wrong. You see, to get a crease out, you need steam, not heat. So the steam softens the fibres, and then a gentle heat will then flatten them down. We've been doing it the other way around. We've been using high heat, which can burn your fibres, it can melt your fabrics, it can give you that iron shine and reduce the longevity of your clothing items, and even completely spoil them, actually, if you're not careful. Well, this, there is no temperature, basically. There's no temperature setting. The sole plate is fixed at a specific temperature. All the dial there is for the amount of steam that you want. This generates 6.5 bar. That's a lot of pressure. You know, if you go to an industrial steam iron, they're about 12, 13 bar. In dry cleaners, you know, they usually maybe 8 bar is about the most that they would keep. 6.5 bar of pressure is a massive amount of continuous superheated dry steam that is not only getting rid of wrinkles, and I mean getting rid of them. They are gone. They are invisible. There is no trace of them left. I promise you, if you're honest with yourself, as I've been, and you think back to the last time you ironed some clothes, you could still see the wrinkles, couldn't you? They would diminish massively, potentially, but they were still there, right? Have you ever really ironed anything that's been completely wrinkle-free? Well, when you use the Polti Vaporella for the first time, if you've not experienced this technology before, you will. And honestly, it's super quick to heat up. You've got the steam boost. I love my Polti iron, and I hate ironing. I actually look forward to the times when I get to iron, and I'll do a shirt or a couple of shirts here and there. I love when I have an opportunity to get it out because it's so quick, it's so easy. You've got the ceramic sole plate as well, nothing sticks to it. It's got the heel of it, especially designed so it doesn't kink your clothes. And you know, there's nothing worse when you're ironing. You actually end up ironing more wrinkles in than you wrinkle out. No such problem with this. And also with Polti, remember all the Polti products you're seeing tonight, they have Polti's white glove service. That means everything's it's got a 2-year guarantee. If anything ever goes wrong with your Polti product within that 2 years, they will come. Somebody will be sent to your home or your office or at the address of wherever you're keeping your item. They will collect it for free. They will then assess it. If it is repairable, they will repair it for free. If it is not repairable, they will provide you with a brand new unit for free at any time and as many times as you need throughout that 2 years. And even after the 2 years, that service will still continue. The only difference is they will give you an estimate for any work that may need to be done, and then you choose to whether to pay it or just to go buy something new. So do get Polti, because all Polti products cover that, or are covered by that, I should say. And there you can see, you lock it in place, easy to store, easy to carry around, and that is simply, no pun intended, one of the best irons that money can buy. But don't take my word for it. Wait till you've used it. Ready in 2 minutes. An extra large detachable tank, and you are ready to iron, man. By the way, you may also thank you. You may also need an ironing board. Now you have to have, with a steam generator iron, you have to have a steam generator ironing board. The difference is it has a mesh underneath it rather than a hard plank of wood, because the steam is so high pressure, it has to have somewhere to go. We have a geometric or a plain pattern. Actually, sorry, I correct myself. Apologies, we've sold out of the geometric. We do still have the plain. Now, it's a £79 ironing board, and you might say, oh, come on, Rob, I can go down the pound store and get one of those for about 10 quid. Well, actually, not the pound store, I suppose. But that ironing board is the best £79 I've ever spent. It's really solid, tubular steel construction, incredibly sturdy, incredibly well made. It's it's big, but it's got big flappy paddles, almost like from a sports car. It's really easy to get up and down. No rummaging around to try and find a little bar that then suddenly the whole thing collapses and takes your fingers off with. In fact, on the Polti website, that's £119. And I tell you what, it's worth every gosh darn penny. It really is. It's also got a big receptacle for your steam generator iron, and it's got a beautiful machine washable cover, and it's got the special mesh top that allows the steam to penetrate and permeate through. So anyway, sorry you're standing there awkwardly, I apologise.
No, it's okay, don't worry.
132584 is your item number for your ironing board. Do get one of those. Honestly, I can't recommend the Polti irons enough. There is no other iron that exists in my brain other than a Polti. They're just simply, they're so good. You'll love it, and you'll love ironing again if you ever did. And if you didn't, you'll fall in love with it for the first time.
You will.
Now, speaking of taking the technology of steam and applying it to one of the things it does best when it has the right temperature, and that is?
Yes, because if you get steam that's not coming out at over 100 degrees, it's not going to be certified to kill bacteria and germs. Coming out here on 110 degrees.
Right.
Now, here's the thing about this. This one here has 3 different settings on it. I'll show you that just here, if I may. So what
you don't mind me keeping out of the way here, do you? Because there's not really room.
No, you please, you stay there. What you have is you've got minimum, you've got medium and maximum. So what you have is the minimum for wooden floors. Now, of course, sealed floors, remember, on this, but you know that you don't need so much steam. For tiles, linoleum, you need a higher one. And then for your sturdier floors, your what would you call it, floors? Heavy tile floors, you would use the maximum. And you change the steam settings by using that. So on this one, I'm going to use the maximum. Now, it takes 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I'm laughing at our director Paul. What he just did, because listen, we don't have people behind our cameras. Everyone uses robots these days.
Yeah.
And poor old Paul, who's the director, he's up there, and these are not the most subtle robotic systems, in the world. I thought he did very well there, actually, considering. Yeah.
Have a look at the amount of steam that's coming out of this just here.
Lara steam.
Okay. Now that steam, remember, is absolutely going to kill 99.9% of germs. We have the microfiber cloth on that, and all I do is put that to the floor, and then as I move over any marks that we have, you will see that immediately the steam will start to break it down, and that microfiber cloth will begin then to lift that dirt from the floor. Now look at this dried in dirt that we had on that, yet as we go over it with this, and again look at that amount of steam, you can see that not only have I cleaned this just here, but I have also sanitized it as well, getting all of that, and that is dried in. Look, you can see as I rub my finger over it, that is dried in.
But Alan, you haven't used any chemicals?
No, no chemicals.
Are you suggesting that by using this, I don't have to buy chemicals anymore?
No chemicals. It's just tap water. Now, if you're living, by the way, this is an important thing to say to you as well. If you're living in a hard water area, what we suggest is to use tap water and use ionized water, about 50-50 on it, okay? But I will show you that it does have a little filter to take out some of the harshness as well from the water.
Actually, this is when you get this, eventually it renders itself free, because every household over the course of a year will more than likely spend £129 in cleaning costs.
Absolutely. But it's not only for floors, of course, remember, your hard floors. It is also for your carpets, because we give you that carpet glider, and you can do that. But also...
And your pet beds and your mattresses.
Your pet beds, mattresses. You can steam your curtains with this as well.
But everything, because look at all these accessories. This is the 610, by the way. This is sold out, I think, a couple of times when we've had it on. It's a great price, but look at everything that comes with it.
Yeah, so basically what we have is you have the extension hose just here, so you can now put that on when you make it handheld. You can put this on, so you can hold a handheld and then have that hose out there to do, more intricate jobs. You've got your tile brush just here, you've got your nylon brush, you've got your nozzle, which basically concentrates the steam just here, your extension nozzle. This is great for doing your plug holes as well. So what you can do with those is you get the steam bursting out of them. By the way, this machine has been developed that it gives 50% more steam than its predecessor. They've upped the capability of the steam generator on this. Pop this into your plug hole and then fire that steam down there. And you're killing germs and bacteria down there. We give you a few other bits as well. There is a triangle piece as well that you get with this, that you can do your cupboard doors and stuff like that. We give you the window squeegee just here. And again, we will give you this cloth to put over that as well.
I like to call it a socket.
A little socket to go over that. So you can do the windows with that. Then you can use this sponge then, and of course the squeegee just here to dry them down.
What this does, what this kit and all these pieces do, is they transform your Vaporetto into a device that allows you to clean everything. And any chemical you would normally have to buy to do it. So bathroom, let's say grout cleaner.
Absolutely.
Specialist cleaner. £2-3.
And you buy
Don't
that stuff,
need it anymore.
And you get stuff for grout as well that it will kill the mold and stuff like that, and it stinks to high heaven. Use this as well. kill that mold with that steam.
Yeah, even black mold this will work on. Yeah. It's great for on
There's
your
the piece
showers.
that I was telling you about.
Yeah,
You see just there. That's the extra piece, but you can use it for anywhere and everywhere. And because it's the power of steam, of course, it's brilliant. By the way, can I just say that this here is a balsamic vinegar glaze.
Lovely.
That I've put on there, and it's really sticky and really dried in. But look just here where I've cleaned with the steam.
Well,
and
steam
again,
breaks down fat, grease and oil, doesn't it?
right there, look at that. Yeah, it just breaks it down because basically what you're using is that steam is getting in and it's getting and it's pushing through all of that dirt, softening it, but it's not just, really wetting the area, so you're not getting puddles of water and stuff like that.
And actually, that you make a very important point, because unfortunately the infomercial business ruined steam cleaning for a number of years, because Pulte came out with these steam cleaners, and then everyone and their brother jumped on the bandwagon and tried to come out with a portable, lightweight, handheld steam cleaner like this, but they got it wrong. They put the boiler at the top, and then by the time the steamer got down the pole, it wasn't hot enough to kill germs, and it had become condensate, so it wet your floor, and everyone just got fed up with them. This is different. The boiler is right at the business end. This is generating at point of contact 130 degrees of superheated dry steam, so it's going to kill 99.9% of bacteria, germs, viruses, etc. Have you ever read?
Sorry, I said 110 earlier. My apologies. I did say that.
No, that's right. Oh, did you? Oh, sorry. Okay. No, that's right. That's fine. Yeah. Have you ever read the back of a cleaning bottle?
Yes. You must leave it on for at least 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Yeah. At least. I've read some that are 7. Yeah. Now, if you don't know what we're talking about, go into your cupboard right now and get your all-purpose bathroom or kitchen cleaner. If you've got one that says kills 99.9% of germs, right? Because then that's equivalent. Read the instructions on the back. I bet you probably never have. I know I never had. And I bet you didn't know. It will tell you that you have to leave it, you spray it, and you have to leave it in some cases for up to 7 minutes that I've seen, but in most cases for up to 5 minutes.
Before it's active.
Have you ever done that?
Never.
Spray and wipe. It ain't working. You've been wasting your money, and also you've not been sanitising. This within milliseconds.
It does it
straight
away. Yeah. 130 degree steam coming out the end of that, and it's coming out at the end. So it's not, as you said, it's not generating it at 130 degrees here, and then it's cooling as it goes down, which is the problem with some. It is delivering that at 130 degrees at the point.
Yeah, by the time it hits the floor, it's probably 120 or so, isn't it? You know, but it has to be above. I think it has to be above 110 or 120 to kill the germs.
The germs. So if we look at this here, this is it in the handheld mode just now, so you can see that we can now put all of those attachments on the end. So your nylon little brushes here.
And is there a little strap you can put it over your? I thought I saw the guy with a little strap. No, maybe not. Sorry, I'm imagining things.
Yeah, I think you might be. I didn't know mine.
I thought he had a strap on. But he doesn't. He doesn't.
It's a great idea. You have this as well, just over half a litre of water that pops in here. Do you remember I said to you earlier that you have got the little filtration just here?
Yeah.
So this will take out some of the imperfections and some of that calcium and stuff that's in your water. So it will give a little bit of filtration there. But as I say, if you know that you're in a particularly hard water area, just put you can put all ionized water in there if you want. You de-ionize, I should say. Yeah. You can put all of that in there, but mix it 50-50 if you want. But that big 5
litres. It's so cheap. I used to buy bottles. I used to drink distilled water, and people thought I was going to die.
Did you?
There is a myth that if you drink distilled water, it leaches the minerals out of your body. But it's absolute rubbish.
Is it?
Yeah. It's just still water. It's just water.
It's water.
Water. Like what most of us is made of.
And then, again, as I say, all of your accessories just there. Brilliant looking piece as well.
Oh, sure.
Have a look underneath there. That's your carpet glider. So after you have vacuumed, pop that on. It will slide over your carpet, giving that steam in there. Brilliant. I'm using my steam cleaner right now. It's not this one. It's its little brother that I have from Pulte at home. And what it does is it refreshes the pile, and it also sanitizes and gets rid of smells. So, of course, with my little kitten in there has been some accidents.
Yeah, little vomitus, little poo-poo, little pee-pee.
Yes, exactly. So this is great for it because you know that you're killing the bacteria, you're killing the germs.
Smells are bacteria.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you spill milk, and there's no point crying over it, you reach for this instead. And it really does a phenomenal job. And if somebody has been out on maybe you've been out on the town with your friends and there's a designated driver, but unfortunately one of your mates has had a little chunder in the back. I never forget when this happened with my parents when I was in my 20s, and I always advocate sensible drinking. So I remember we drove home. My parents let me when I was I don't know, probably 14 or 15, at a family gathering, big family gathering. And I was being naughty and going around, and as people were leaving little bits of drink, you know, I was going around and, you know, like a naughty little teenager. I might have even been younger than 14. And they knew I was doing it. I didn't realise, but they decided that they were going to let me do it because then I'd feel worse for wear and I'd learn a lesson. So when we left, I was several sheets to the wind, and just as we pulled up on the driveway, and I mean literally on the driveway home from Guildford to Harrow, it was quite a way, my mouth opened and I yawned an incredible rainbow of colours all on the back of this car seat. And it's off the smell. You had to get rid of it. And I remember when my son was a baby, you know, when kids throw up, it's just a smell that I mean, vomit makes me vomit. But steam is the only way that I know that you can get rid of that smell.
Yeah, it does have great properties. But the way that these guys have designed this is what I just want to say to you very quickly, because you don't want to be going down there if you've been using this. Of course, that pad is going to be hot because of steam coming through it.
Yeah.
Pulte put this little tab on that.
It's got a little foot icon on it.
Yes, and a little foot icon. So all you do is that. And then you lift this off, and then you can put the new one on by laying it flat and just sitting it onto it. But again, I just want you to see that dirt off of that just there.
But actually, that dirt, and this is the other thing, you're not moving germs around the floor like you do with a mop.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's been disinfected, it's been denatured.
Even me touching on that, well, there's no bacteria on it. Well, there shouldn't be any bacteria on it.
It's all dead.
So it's all died. So what you do is you just get yours on the clean one and pop that on, and then select the amount of steam that you want. Now, when you turn this on, you plug this in first of all. It takes 20 seconds. What will happen is those lights will run around here. You'll see them running around for about 20 seconds. Once they stop, then you can select your steam that you want.
By the way, here's everything that you get. Or do you want to show us that first? And then
let me just show you this first, because I showed you this was really stuck on and sticky. Now, if you wanted to leave a second like that, just to break down a bit more, you can. What we're using here is we're using the power of that steam, and we're also using that amazing microfiber cloth to remove all of that dirt. So whether it is dried in, you know, whatever it might be, you know, this, as I say, is the balsamic vinegar glaze that's really, really sticky.
And that is now it's what's the word I'm looking for? Sanitized.
Sanitized and gone.
Completely sanitized.
As easy as that. Now, you literally
And almost dry.
Yeah, almost right. And you could literally eat your dinner off that now.
Yeah.
Because we have 99.9% of bacteria. And by the way, can I just say to you as well that you will always see, I always wonder, right, to talk about that bleach stuff that you put in the loo, kills 99.9% of bacteria. And I was what is this 1% bacteria that they can't get rid of? They cannot claim that it's 100%. That's why 99.9% is, well,
there's always a chance that something might get through.
Behind.
So it's a margin of error.
A margin of error. So look, this is steam generated at 130 degrees. It's coming out around that, or just barely underneath it at the floor, because it's generated down there, and it really is giving you that ultimate safety as well. 99.9%, and that is clinically that is scientifically proven as well. 99.9% bacteria, viruses, germs.
We've had an email from Elliot. Hi Elliot, how are you doing? How are you? Good morning, in Wiltshire. I love Wiltshire. He's been watching ShopOnTV for many, many weeks. He's a big fan, and he's bought many things. Thank you very much for your custom, and he'd like a shout out. Elliot, it's Elliot's birthday. We'll do better than a shout out. Elliot, ready?
Yes.
I'll do the harmony at the end. You go low, I go high. Ready?
What are we doing?
Happy birthday.
Can we do that now?
Yes.
On telly.
3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Elliot. Happy birthday. Is this not a harmony?
To
you.
There you go.
He said a great show this morning. Apparently not been too good health-wise. Well, we wish you well.
Wish you well, Elliot.
And thank you. I'm always grateful that anybody takes a moment to watch me, let alone listen to me. And so thank you very much indeed. And anyone else who wants to email in, we will do a whole range of different songs. We are one half of a quartet.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could call ourselves Harmless Harmonies.
Harmless Harmonies.
I like that.
I like that, yes. I think we should discuss that during this little pause. But before we do, let me tell you what you get with your Pulse Evaporator SV610 style. It includes, let's alternate, shall we, Alan? A flexible steam hose.
Flat lance accessory and socket.
Window squeegee and socket.
Small rectangular brush with nylon bristles.
Small triangular brush with nylon bristles.
Small round brush with round bristles.
Small round brush with nylon bristles.
Carpet or rug frame.
Steam concentrator.
Steam lance.
Parking clip.
And microfiber floor cloth by 2.
And a cuddly toy.
Wonderful.
That voice always reminds me, blind date. Alan, you know,
Yeah.
our Alan. The decision is yours.
It's a blind date.
Date, yes. This is some more information about Shop on TV. We shall return to your screens momentarily.
Shop on TV also broadcasts every day from midnight to 6 p.m. on Freeview Channel 89, with an even wider range of must-have products at market-beating prices. So, check your electronic program guide for the latest show schedule and tune in daily to grab the offers while they're still available. There's more to see with Shop on TV. At Shop on TV, our goal is to provide you with the best shopping experience possible. Our team of shopping experts is dedicated to sourcing the latest, greatest and most desirable products at the lowest prices available, delivering them to you quickly and conveniently and ensuring your complete satisfaction. We're passionate about maintaining the highest standards of quality and service every step of the way from design to dispatch. You'll find us on ITV1 and STV from midnight to 3 a.m, Freeview Channel 89 from midnight to 6 p.m, and on YouTube at ShopOnTV Live. Our daily broadcasts are your TV window into the global marketplace, presenting you with a collection of carefully curated must-have items, demonstrated by our on-air team with honesty, integrity and trust. Plus, there's even more in our online store at shopontv.co.uk. So when it's time to shop, shop on TV. There are 3 convenient ways to place your order with Shop on TV. Just scan the QR code with your smartphone's camera app to view the current on-screen item. Or go directly to our website, shopontv.co.uk, where you'll find all the products in today's show. Simply add the items you want to buy to your online shopping basket and check out. Prefer ordering by phone? Give our UK-based customer service centre a call on 03333 241 241. Friendly representatives are available to assist you 24 hours a day. Straightforward shopping with Shop on TV. After you've ordered from Shop on TV, we aim to deliver your purchases as quickly as possible. Postage and packing charges cover standard UK delivery, which is normally 3 to 5 working days, though depending on the carrier, you could receive your products sooner. Certain items may be offered with expedited delivery for a nominal extra charge. We'll give you a delivery estimate every time you place an order. Not going to be home or prefer to have your packages arrive at a different address? No problem. Just enter the destination information when you check out. Once you pay, it's on the way from Shop on TV.
No. Sorry, excuse me. You should all meet Roberta as well, one of our amazing floor managers. There's the back of her. Thank you, Roberta.
Roberta was in the most incredible pink outfit a couple of weeks ago. It was just fab.
You've probably seen, if you've seen Suicide Squad, you'll have seen her before.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
I see that.
Anyway, thank you, Roberta. Oh, Elliot says thank you very much for his birthday wish. Am I on the right camera? Yes. No, yes. Father, yeah, we are. Yeah, good, just checking. Lots of people asking for shout-outs.
Derek
Bring
Murphy.
them on.
Derek Murphy's watching
Derek
right
Murphy.
now. Hey, me buddy.
Oh. Who? Faith.
Because I got
Faith, you've got to have faith. You've never heard that one before, have you, Faith? Hello. And it's her mates Josh and Terry's birthday. Happy birthday to yous. Happy birthday to yous. Happy birthday, dear Josh and Terry. Happy birthday to yous.
I love it. I love
Well, seeing as you're not contributing, I'll just do it myself.
it. Yeah, well.
Laura, And he's the singer.
I'm loving what you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
It's great. You do great rap pack stuff as well.
I do actually. I literally, did I ever tell you this story? Very quickly. I sang for my supper in Vegas because I was stood up by a business partner and he'd left me penniless in a hotel. I literally didn't have any money for dinner. This was during my poorer days. So I entered a karaoke competition in the hotel bar. I sang My Way. I won $50 and it paid for my dinner.
Paid for dinner.
Yeah, so there you go. Anyway, who else?
And then when you bought your dinner with it, you got a steak and it said, how would you like it cooked? And you went, My Way.
Very good. I see what you did there. You took the song and the idea of me doing something the way I want it done, and you.
I would have had meatloaf and done meatloaf.
So I would have done that like a bat out of hell.
Woo! Last night.
Who else? Who else? Claire and Stephen. Hello, Claire and Stephen. Welcome. They've been drinking tea all night, and we've been keeping them entertained. Elliot says thank you very much. I thought I already said that, didn't I? Maybe he said thank you twice. Lawrence, hello. Can I give a shout out to Amanda, the rat, and tell her she rocks your world. Apparently, who is it again? Lawrence, Sheppy Shrek, or Amanda, however she's commonly known, rocks your gosh darn world, my friend. Oh, so the idea of having true love. Everyone else here has got it. And also we had a question from a person called Steam Mop. Oh no, it was from Robert about the steam mop. He'd like to know, how big's the tank?
Just over about half a litre, basically.
Half, or as 500 millilitres, if you want, roughly the same.
Yes.
Yeah. And how long is the cable?
The cable is 7. It's 7. Okay, so this is a bit contrived. So the operating distance is 7.5 meters, but that includes that you're going to have that extra little bit of reach with the machine.
So it's about 7
meter.
7 meter.
Yeah.
It's a long cable.
It's a long cable.
Have I missed anyone, or have we got anyone else? If you want to shout out, if you wish, share an anecdote, share a joke, come on. We're on ITV and STV, folks. This is your late night destination to be silly. It's the only live show in town every night, 7 days a week, and you get to be part of the show. The show's all about you. We're here to bring you the best products we can at the best prices. We're here to answer any questions because we want, that's one of the things. You go into a store and quite often you ask the person, can you tell me about this vacuum? And they go, what do you want to know? And you ask them a question and they go, yeah, don't know. Well, what about the similar? And they go, yeah, I don't know that either. What about, sorry, don't know. Let me get my manager. The manager, so how can I help you? Or madam. Well, can you tell me what this and they go, not terribly sure. Let me just, let me look that up for you. And, half an hour later, you still haven't got an answer. We've got experts here that we bring to your screen, and we can show you what the product does. And listen, I'm not dissing people in stores. They have thousands of products. They can't know everything. We specialise every night we have the expert or a representative from the company or a brand ambassador or someone like that. We show you how it works, we answer your questions, and then you can make an informed choice. That's what we're here for every night from midnight to 3, 7 days a week, 350 days a year. Now, this is one of Alan's expert topics, not only flooring, but also... So if you've got a question, by the way, studio at shopontv.co.uk. But if you want to shout out, tell us a joke. If it's clean, I will mention it on the air. Maybe we can have a joke about fans, because that's another of Alan's experts. Alan knows a lot about his fans.
I do, and this company too, Vibra Solutions.
Are you sure you're okay standing there? I feel...
No, I'm good, I'm good. Vibra Solutions, Chris and Tony Moss, great people, have been dealing in air quality and fans for many, many, many years, bring us Beneco, in fact.
Yeah.
But what they did here is they put their expertise into this fan themselves to give the best of everything.
Yeah.
So what they've done is, I'll just talk you around a little bit, they've used the blades here very much, the shaped blades like propellers on a boat to suck in air and push out air. So you can use this as a fan to go to the ceiling, an air showering fan. But also what we have is got your air intakes here and at the back. But also you can see you can move it, okay? But this has a trick up its sleeve. I like to move it. Move it. So when we turn this on, we have 3 speeds, okay? Let me just stop the oscillations. So we have 3 speeds here, okay? It will always tell you the temperature in the room at the time. We've got a nice cool 19 degrees just here. So our fan speed, easy to do. We can do all of that here as well. Fan 1, fan 2, and fan speed 3. Now what we can do is we can get a a horizontal swing on this, so left to right. So of course you're cooling everybody in the room and it's moving around the room. But also what we have with this is something quite special. Click that and it also has that vertical swing. So now it's turning up, down, left, right. So it's really disturbing.
It reminds me of Hollywood. They have lights that do that, you see it.
They have lights.
Premieres and things, yeah.
And it looks really cool as well to do that, doesn't it, all the way around. Now what I like, if I turn this off, look at the position of the head. If I turn it off, watch what happens. It will rotate itself back down before it finishes. And this is one of the features that Chris and Tony wanted to have on this. And you can see there. Now the power usage on this is 50 watts only. So if I make that up quickly and try and remember what that would be, that is probably about 1.4, 1.5 pence per hour to run that fan to keep you cool.
Is that all?
So it's really, really good value.
It's still muggy as well. I don't know yet. I haven't looked ahead to see what September's going to be doing. August was, apart from 2 or 3 days, it was a bit of a blowout, wasn't it? But it was still warm and it was still muggy. And
at night time, I feel that the mugginess is there. It's really, really stuffy in that.
Yeah, we're still in the 20s for the next week.
Still in the 20s, yeah. To have a fan is great. And this is quite it's a very quiet fan as well. This
Pardon?
Is on speed. This is on speed 3 right now, and as I say, you always get a display here as well of what temperature your room is, and all of the functions are all here as well for you. But you do get your remote control as well to do all of that. I think that's a great all-round fan.
This is the one Tina, one of our buyers, has.
Yeah.
And I've got to say, I love the graphite. It does come in white as well, but I really like the graphite. It's lovely.
It's great, isn't it?
There's the white. White at the back.
No, I think the graphite is a much nicer colour.
Just something, yeah, there is something about grey. I'm a very grey person, you know. Seriously, it's there to keep you cool. But also, the trouble is with a lot of fans, there are 2 issues that I have with them. Number one, they don't usually work very well, whereas this is superior technology, and honestly, it's more of an air mover than a fan because of the depth of the blade. As you said, it's a propeller, so it draws air in and expels air the other side. Now, I know technically fan blades do that too, but they also chop the air.
But a lot of them just chop the air, those are absolutely right. Yeah.
But the other thing is that they're a blooming eyesore, aren't they? And half the time that you can't wait to put the thing away for the hot weather to be over, so you can stick it back in the cupboard and you'd have to see it again for another year. But this is one of those things that I would happily keep out in my living room as part of my furnishings.
Even in the summertime or the winter time, sometimes you go to bed at night time, and
I do sometimes go to bed. Sometimes go to bed,
yeah. And you
not very often
because you've heated up your house and you go to your bedroom, and that can be quite muggy and too hot. You get under your blanket and you're too warm, and you think I would like to cool this down, but I don't want to leave a fan on all night. We have got a timer on this as well. 1 hour, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way up. Right across the 12 hours, so you can have a 12 hours. So you can set this for 2 hours just to keep you a little bit cooler as you're nodding off to sleep.
Do you know also, one of the things that I love about a fan, and not a lot of people know this, but there is, the white noise machines are actually very effective for helping you sleep.
Yeah.
Generally, I find that fans are also an excellent tool for helping you sleep because you have that constant sound. Now, it is very quiet.
It's very quiet.
But you will get used to it very quickly, and actually it will help to drown out some of the extraneous sound outside, and it could very well help you sleep just that little bit better. I know it sounds like a crazy thing. I had this really loud window air conditioner in my bedroom in LA. But I got used to it, and in the end, I slept so much better because you couldn't hear anything else. You couldn't hear any other noise, so it became like a white noise.
And and it's almost like what would you call it? Sound cancellation. Also, you hear that, and then you stop hearing it, but even though you can't hear it, it still does block out other stuff.
Block out everything. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I love.
This is a great one. You saw I adjusted the height of this as well, so you can adjust the height of it.
But a lot of people fall asleep on trains and planes.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, because of the constant sort of hum. Yeah. It's a brilliant fan, it really is. 908458. The very fact that it has Vibra on it is a symbol or a sign or a seal of quality.
Yeah. No, it
Because
really is.
Chris and
Tony
they don't do anything by half.
And they really are investors. It's a small company.
They're lovely people too.
Great people, and this really is a fabulous, fabulous fan. And again, it is something you're going to have by quality. I mean, I say that too, you buy quality and you think you're going to have to pay over £100 for it. But actually, if you look at the price that we have on this tonight.
Well, we're £20 off as well.
Yeah, I think that's a super price.
Most people jack their prices up when it gets hot. We actually reduce them because we want you to have good quality. That's what we're all about here. Yeah. We're all about you. We're all about the customer. You know what I mean? It is height adjustable, as we said, and it has a beautiful base to it. It reminds me of like an accessory that comes with a MacBook.
Yeah,
I mean, it really, it's the finish on it is just lovely. Great for the home office, great for the living room, the bedroom, the conservatory.
Yeah.
And you can have it blowing directly at you, and it's powerful. It's powerful stuff. Or you can, if you want, have it as an air shower because it's got the ability to move large quantities of air. It bounces off the ceiling. It draws the cool air from the ground because hot air rises, right? Bounces it off the ceiling and onto you. And what is it you always say? Moving air is cooling air. Yeah, it is. And I mean, honestly, it's like a fan plus. It's a fan in name because fan is the word we use to describe something that cools you down with a blade in it. But it almost redefines the fan. So for 70 quid, it's very affordable. You know, if the Bonaco is amazing, but it's more expensive. You know, it's really about budget too. But what Chris and Tony have done is that they've managed to create a very affordable alternative to the Bonacos or Bonacos, however you call it, and without sacrificing any of the quality or the effectiveness. You know, it's a super duper piece of kit. It really is. 908458, your item number, Arctic White or Graphite Grey. Now Alan.
Yes.
It's becoming a popularity contest.
It is. More hellos.
More hellos. Elaine, hello Elaine, says loves the show. Can we give a shout out to Tony? You ready? 3, 2, 1. Tony! And is Tony, oh that's right, is Tony asleep today? We want to find it because this is the lady I think that asked us to wake. She wanted us to wake up Tony, her husband, because she wanted to buy something. I forget what it was, Elaine. I forgot what it was the other night. Tony! Who else we got? John, hello John. Loving the show. Can he have a shout out? 3, 2, 1. John! And he is, did I hear John the Baptist? John the Baptist from Salford.
Me?
Oh, he's moved.
There you go.
Yeah, and come back to life.
Salford, Manchester, yeah?
Salford, Manchester, I think so.
Salford, yeah.
Somebody thinks I'm very funny to watch. Jack. Funny how?
Funny to watch or funny to listen to?
Well, you decide. Stay tuned. Thank you very much, Jack. I appreciate that. Unfortunately, not all the nation agrees with you, but anyway, I'm glad that you think that way. And who says that? Who? Who? Mikey! All right, Mikey, how you doing? Shout out for Mikey. 3, 2, 1. Mikey! And what does he want to know again? Or what did he say?
Should he buy this for his friend?
He's buying it for his friend Josh.
Josh, yeah.
Josh is going to love that. I don't know if Josh is watching, but his friend Josh is really going to enjoy this. That's a good... Sorry, Roberta, can I take mine as well? Would you mind? That's a very good idea. And then also, we have... Aaron.
Elvis Aaron Presley.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I love the name Aaron. I always err on the side of caution.
Elvis's middle name, Elvis Aaron Presley.
Yes. Yeah. Strange you would know that as an Elvish fan.
Elvish?
Elvish.
Elfish.
It's Elvish. Elvish was a wonderful entertainer. So what was his name again, sorry? Aaron. Oh, Aaron, that's right, sorry. Jenny's mate Justin. I want to know, are these real mates? Are these real friends? When you write in for a shout out, you don't have to be embarrassed. You can just have them for yourself if you want them. But apparently, what was the gentleman's birthday? Justin. Sorry, I've got so much information going through my head. I'm losing the plot. So Justin, ready? 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. I'm going to do it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Could do it as Gaelga.
A happy birthday, dear Justin. Happy birthday to you. Genuine. What? What?
I love it.
Thanks.
I just love the theatrics.
I just love to play. I just love the sound of it. Gotham City. Somebody was talking about. Yes, go ahead. Sorry, what? What happened?
Rob wants to know how you take
Rob?
the fan apart.
Oh, Rob wants to know how you take the fan
apart to clean the fan
No, I
blades.
just wanted to say I live in Gotham Hospital.
You do, Gotham City.
No, in actual Gotham Hospital.
Do you?
From Dark Knight. Yeah.
Right.
Where they filmed it. I live in the building where they filmed it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it used to be the old BT building. Now it's flats.
Ah.
So I live in Gotham Hospital.
And where? And where?
And where is the Batman? He's at home,
That was one of
washing
the
his
greatest
tights.
albums, Prince.
Yes,
Batman.
it was.
So just there's one screw there. Take the screw out, and then you simply twist the front of it and lift it out, and then you can get in and access the inside to clean the dust of it. It's that simple, sir. There you go.
I just like the sound of it. Can I do my Jack Nicholson impression?
Please do.
Camera 2. Gotham City always brings a smile to my face. That was it.
I love it.
Good. Winged freak terrorizes. Wait till he get a load of me. Oop, oop.
You can't handle the truth. Do you want me to tell you what I really thought
Go on
of
in.
that impression?
Yeah.
I'm not telling you. Because you can't handle the truth.
Ah, yes, very good. Super duper. And that's why you buy a fan. Or a water feature. Thank you, Roberta. Sorry, I didn't realise there was still liquid in it. I will clean it later, I promise. This is the Garden-Wise solar-powered water feature. It's rustic brick well. Oh, sorry, no, it's a rustic brick well. The height is 64 centimetres. Why did I say height? Hello, do you mind? I'm in the middle of something here. Hello?
Yeah, sorry.
I wanted to get some input from you about the brick, the old brick well.
Yes.
Follow the old brick well.
Yeah.
This is $99.99. It is half price. 712693. Normally 200 quid. Again, you can, if you wish to, you can go and research it. You'll find it out there in the marketplace, and you will find it at the price that we would not be selling it to you at, and certainly not today. Half price for you. Very simple. You fill it with water, obviously. There is a little pump that goes in the back. It's really simple to assemble. It takes minutes to assemble. And before you know it, you have a lovely rustic water feature in your garden, front or back. It is the sort of size you could have it on a balcony, if you so desired. Would look lovely in a patio or next to a patio, adjacent to, accompanying a patio, adorning a patio, that sort of thing, decorating a patio. And also even in the conservatory. I think I could see this in the corner of a conservatory. It would be absolutely lovely. Oh, I've just got my greatest fan. Oh, sorry, if you can hear that noise, that's the fan on my... Oh, that's lovely. I know, thank you very much. So that's your rustic brick well. But we've also got your rocks, if you want your rocks. Because some people, we think they look like prehistoric golf balls. The Flintstones mini golf, that's what that's for. 348313, $79.99. Again, you've got 3 tiers on this. So I was right, 46 centimetres, I guessed that earlier. Solar powered, no extra costs, low maintenance to run, and that one's got a little light in it as well. You can just see the solar panel over in the corner. And that is, basically what runs the system. But also, it charges an inbuilt battery, which will give you 4 hours of run time, even when the sun is not present. 348313 is your item number. Well, I was going to get up, but I suppose I don't need to, really.
No, you stay there.
Yeah.
I'm going to run through the vacuum. This genuinely is the star of our show tonight. It's our main focus, and it is a wonderful vacuum. Now, I just want to, again, say that I'm talking about a vacuum here that is from Pulte, £300, and it has the features to warrant a £300 price tag because of what it has in terms of the motor and this infrared sensor. But of course, you're not paying it. You would never expect to pay a price at that here.
No, well, because we're all about the deals here,
Yeah.
you know. We're all
Yeah.
we want you to be able to tune in every night before you go to bed to find what our sort of deal of the day is.
Yeah.
And we want to save you a bit of money.
And this is great because with that price, what we're also putting in here as an extra for you is this mini motorized powered brush. Now that here is going to do things like your stairs.
Yeah.
It's going to do your car, the boot, the wells, the foot wells. It's going to do
seating.
things like the seating. It's going to do things like your
settee,
beds,
the
your
beds.
settee, all
Yeah.
of those things
Your
like that.
armchair.
Brilliant for that,
Your
okay?
divan.
Your divan. But let me talk you through this machine. I'm going to work it first. I'm going to do some vacuuming on this carpet and then on the hard floor, and then I'm going to show you right through this. So,
Can I just explain to everybody, I know it looks a little odd that I'm sitting here while Alan's working, but I just want to say I do have a legitimate medical reason for it. I'm incredibly lazy. And I hate standing up. I think I'm anti-gravity.
Right,
That's what it is.
yeah.
I'm gravitationally challenged.
no, he does have a bad back, so he's not just...
Well, yeah, a little bit. But that's because I'm a fat so-and-so. No, I'm just saying it as... I like to think of myself as the Jabba the Hutt of shopping television.
Do you know what? I literally, with you saying all of that stuff, I mean, I actually thought that I was asleep dreaming that you were saying that live on telly. And then I went, no, he's actually saying that live on telly right now.
Jabba was my favourite toy. Back in the days, I still lament the day when I had to sell all my Star Wars figures. I got $2,500 for my collection back in 2004, I think it was. But anyway,
Yes.
No. Please show us how amazing this vacuum is. 'Cause it is seriously very good.
So 3 speeds really is not a right statement, really. It has 2 speeds, and then it has automatic mode as well.
Yeah.
One button to turn it on. It comes onto the eco mode, which is your standard mode. Now, on that mode, you will see that I can vacuum up loads of stuff. If I want the extra power, I press that button, and I get that extra power. It gives me that. Now, a lot of the time with vacuums, you have to decide what power you should use. And look if you're like me, and I think most people will do exactly what I'm about to say. By the way, can I just see that hair in front there? Watch this.
Oh,
look.
hair today, gone tomorrow.
So basically, a lot of people will just simply put it on to full power like I'm doing right now. But this has a trick up its sleeve. It's got an automatic mode, which will adjust the power accordingly to what you're vacuuming up. It has an infrared sensor inside of it that will vacuum, and that will, I should say, monitor at all times what is going up inside of your vacuum.
Because there's no point using full power when it doesn't need it.
No.
Yeah.
And there it is. Because there's no dust coming up through it, now it's turned itself down.
That is so cool.
Now, when I come over here to this hard floor, okay, when I start vacuuming, you're going to see, and hear, I should say, that it will turn itself to a higher power, okay? Turn itself to a higher power.
Well, we all have to
so you ready for this? Have a listen as well as watch. And there it goes. And again, look at how cleanly it is vacuuming this floor. Porridge oats and spilt tea. Not a problem to this on your hard floor. Remembering I'm using the automatic, so it's measuring how much dirt is actually coming up through the hose on this, and then deciding what power it should go to. And there it's turning itself down.
Can I
again
state
on
the
that.
obvious here?
Yeah.
Sometimes I fail to think of new ways to talk about the same things and mundane things. Let's face it, vacuuming is very mundane. I think it is. I don't know if there's anyone out there who actually gets genuinely excited about vacuuming. But at the end of the day, if I'm buying a vacuum, and if you're buying a vacuum, as you think about buying this vacuum, what do you want it to do? Well, it's pretty simple. You want it to suck up the dirt effectively, don't you?
Yeah.
If it does that, and then maybe the other stuff is gravy, which is, well, it's quiet, it's lightweight, it's easy to manoeuvre. Well, you get all of those other benefits as well. The other thing that's very important, I'm sure to you, and maybe I'm wrong, if you've got a canister vacuum or if you've got an upright vacuum, is the fear. There's fear, isn't there? Maybe you're afraid that it won't be as good as what you've already got. You know, maybe your vacuum's seen better days and you're not happy with it, or it's too heavy to lug around. Because let's face it, we only really endured those vacuums when we had to, didn't we? When there was no other alternative. But now there is. Now you have got lightweight vacuums that can, you know, do the job of the big plug-in one. It used to be that the lightweight vacuums were just, you know, it was like the dust buster, wasn't it? You know, it was for picking up little bits and bobs, little tiny spills and light stuff. This does your heavy stuff too, but it ain't heavy itself. And it's an amazingly good price. If it does what it says on the tin, and it's attractive and stylish, and it's guaranteed for 2 years. You've got white glove service with it. If anything goes wrong with it, Pulte will collect it from you. They will either repair it free of charge or replace it with a brand new one free of charge at any time and as many times as necessary within a 2-year period. And that's true of all your Pulte products. So, you know, £179, and you can spread the cost, £61.98 times 3 interest-free payments. So you don't even have to pay for it all in one go, which is awesome. £61 and whatever it was change. The first instalment comes today, and then the other 2 instalments, sorry, a month later and then 2 months later, respectively. So that's the green one. Can we do the red one for a bit?
Yeah, of course we can.
Is that all right? Now, they are different item numbers. That's just the way Pulte do it. They have their different colours, have different codes. So the 510 is the red, and the 500 is the green. Okay, so here it is. It's 956930. That's, oh, sorry, the 500. No, hang on. Yes, I was right. The 500 is the green. We've got them around the other way. So they're the same price. They're exactly the same vacuum in every regard except for their colour. The functions are identical. The features are identical. The accessories are identical. And remember tonight, not only the vacuum alone is £300, £299 on Pulte's website. The additional brush, the upholstery brush I'm calling it, is £39.90. We give you that as a complimentary gift at no additional charge, included in the price, and we're also £180 lower than Pulte are charging just for the vacuum itself. So you are getting a big bumper bundle of value here in a stylish, attractive, lightweight, portable, upright and handheld vacuum from a famous name in vacuums, and that's what they specialise in, with a digital brushless motor, 40 minutes of runtime, soft bristles, LED lights, multi-cyclonic action, 4 filtration stages that are going to get rid of 99.5% of your airborne particles, or prevent them from going back into your atmosphere after you vacuum them up. The mini turbo brush, ideal for cleaning your pet hair and upholstery and all that sort of thing. That is all included at the same, or for the same price of £179. Right.
I have done as you requested, sir,
Yeah.
and got the red one ready. Now, you'll notice again that all of the lovely
it. Can I have a
features and
drive?
things you do. Yeah, of course you can. Are all
No, I
in
was
red.
joking.
You're joking?
Yeah.
And the brush bar itself, you can see that the...
That's red, yeah.
It's red as well, yeah, all of the brushes on it. Yeah. Now, again, I'm just going to do a couple of quick little demonstrations for you. We turn this machine on, and it will come on to normal mode, the eco mode, which you can see is quite ample to do everyday jobs.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry. I wouldn't be putting it up to the high speed straight away, but you can hear that extra power. And if you want to stick it onto auto, as you go along, and as it finds dirt, dust and debris, should it then see that it has been picking up some dirt, it's turned itself down again. Watch this. It will start to turn itself up if it feels that it needs to, that there's so much dirt, because there's an infrared sensor in the machine that is monitoring how much dirt and dust is going up into the machine. If it's getting more dust and dirt, it will up the speed. If it then sees that there's less, it will turn itself down. Come over here with me for a minute, because I want to show you a couple of little things, if I may, right? So when it comes to going to do things like chairs and your bookcases.
In a world of pure imagination.
Who let him sing earlier and gave him this idea? So we do give you the extra little accessories as well. So we will give you this here. So what you have is, you've got the crevice tool here. just there, you pull the brush back, and you have that long
I
crevice.
love that. It's like, I want that on a utility belt. You know what I mean?
I love it. If that's what you want, we'll have that done for you.
Yes, please, for my
And then we can pull that forward and we can have the brush out. Now, where we would use this basically is we were getting into nooks and crannies, getting into awkward areas, down low so we're not bending down. But then also what we can do with this then is we can go on skirting boards and things like that. But also we can go high. So let me show you this.
Picture rails.
Exactly. So I'm going to flip this up and show you. So now we can get to the cobwebs. And
now you're 8 feet tall.
Out, and I'm not getting any scratching or anything like that.
No.
But also what we can do is we can take off the aluminium brush bar. And again, we can have it on handheld. So now we can do things like our tables, the morning time on the, you know, you've had breakfast, where the toaster is, crumbs and the like, with absolute ease, using that brush to get rid of the smaller bits of dust and things like that. But now also what we can do with this is we can use this. So I would pull the brush back on this because I want to use the hardware. Let me just move this out of the way so we can see a bit clearer. And what I can do is I can now get into that corner.
Oh, it does that really well. Now you put some fine, what's that, salt or sugar or something on there?
Let me pull this forward for you.
Dandruff maybe?
Better. There we go. Check that out. Look at that. Now again, remember I can put that up onto higher speed should I want, or indeed put it onto auto. Now listen to that. It's on low speed, but watch. It doesn't think it needs the higher speed just yet because it's it now.
Now it does.
Now it's turned itself up and down again, and it will adjust the speed of the motor on that.
Turbo boost.
The turbo boost. And then if I want to then, remember this extra tool that we're giving you tonight as just part of this deal. Again, I can use that and I can do bigger areas to get the big pieces of our dust and debris right out of everywhere that I want to. Remember, I have got the higher speed. Should I want to have that higher
that
speed.
definitely needed the extra punch, didn't it?
And you can see actually it's combing that as well as leaving nice little marks.
Grooming.
So again, you can do so many different jobs with this. Do your mattress, do the car, do your couches that are in chairs like we've just done. Stairs it's brilliant on as well because of course stairs get very dirty, so it's really easy to go up and down your stairs.
Halfway up the stairs.
Yeah, you're neither halfway up nor halfway down.
Well, there's a stair where I sit. Yeah. There isn't any other stair quite like it. This is the Multi-Forza Spira D Power, and it is phenomenal. Remember, it does have those digital brushless motors, which, because there's no friction from the brushes, it's all done with magnets. It means that it reduces friction, it increases the efficiency of the motor, and ultimately that means more power for less cost. So in other words, you're spending less on electricity and you're getting more effective cleaning. It has the auto mode, so it will determine when it needs the extra power, so you don't have to keep changing the setting yourself. It has a sort of a slightly intelligent brain in it, much like me. 928472 is the item number for the red one. Remember, that is a different item number. That is the 510. If you want the green is at the bottom of the screen, which is the SR500, and we're now flipping it around so it'll be at the top. Coming in now, come hither. 956930, and there it is. Talk us through the video, would you please,
of course.
Alan?
Brushless digital motor, 3 vacuum programs. Remember, it's the Eco, the Maximum, and then the Auto. Motorized brush with the soft bristles as well on that, and you've got 4 LED lights up the front. It is multi-cyclonic. It actually has 6 cyclones inside of it. You've got your digital motor, 4 filtration levels of filtration as well. Really is brilliant. Now you're getting great performance even in the Eco, but it's giving you that 40 minutes worth of run time on that. That's even with the power brush bar and of course with those little LED lights. But I'm going to break the machine down and talk you right through it in just a few minutes.
You said break. It reminds me.
Yes.
We're going to take one of those. We'll be back shortly with more. Stay tuned.
ShopOnTV also broadcasts every day from midnight to 6 p.m. on Freeview Channel 89, with an even wider range of must-have products at market-beating prices. So, check your electronic program guide for the latest show schedule and tune in daily to grab the offers while they're still available. There's more to see with ShopOnTV. At At ShopOnTV, our goal is to provide you with the best shopping experience possible. Our team of shopping experts is dedicated to sourcing the latest, greatest and most desirable products at the lowest prices available, delivering them to you quickly and conveniently and ensuring your complete satisfaction. We're passionate about maintaining the highest standards of quality and service every step of the way from design to dispatch. You'll find us on ITV1 and STV from midnight to 3 a.m, Freeview Channel 89 from midnight to 6 p.m, and on YouTube at ShopOnTV Live. Our daily broadcasts are your TV window into the global marketplace, presenting you with a collection of carefully curated must-have items, demonstrated by our on-air team with honesty, integrity and trust. Plus, there's even more in our online store at shopontv.co.uk. So when it's time to shop, shop on TV. There are 3 convenient ways to place your order with ShopOnTV. Just scan the QR code with your smartphone's camera app to view the current on-screen item. Or go directly to our website, shopontv.co.uk, where you'll find all the products in today's show. Simply add the items you want to buy to your online shopping basket and check out. Prefer ordering by phone? Give our UK-based customer service centre a call on 03333 241 241. Friendly representatives are available to assist you 24 hours a day. Straightforward shopping with ShopOnTV.
So if you vibrate it, it turns it into a... Sorry, so I was just telling him about something that happened the other day. And I don't know if you can...
websites for things like that, isn't there?
Apparently. I wouldn't know. Welcome, hello! Ladies and gentlemen, come hither. This is Shop on TV. I am Rob Locke with an E. I'm your magic magician. I'm your magic magician. Oh, this is a fun game. Let's do this all night. He's only got a drop to vacuum. Well, wouldn't you? This is just soda water, I promise. Good. How are you doing? If you want to shout out, you're part of the show, you know. We're live. I can't see the clock, but it's about 2-something in the morning. 17 minutes past 2. So drop us an email, studio@shopontv.co.uk.
It's in front of me, Rob.
And Alan is also here.
It's in front of me, Rob.
What is?
Oh, you said clock, sorry.
Oh. This is why I do the jokes, you see. Yeah. But come on, come in. Have fun. Join us. Join us. We'd be honoured if you would join us. What?
Rebecca got a giggle out of that. She's corpsing over there.
Yeah, I bet she is, yeah. We're just going to watch Roberta for a second, that's all right? Watch she just laughs. Yeah. What's
No,
that?
she said
I'm
1
not
minute,
familiar
she
with
said.
that signal.
No,
What
she
is
said
that?
1 minute, wasn't it? She said
That
1
was
minute?
1 minute, I think it was, yeah.
I think it was, yeah.
Now it's 2 minutes.
That's 2 minutes, yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me 1 sec. I'm just going to stick this over here. Right.
Random.
What's that?
It's a vacuum.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it a good one?
It is a good one.
How good?
It's very good.
Good price?
Yeah, mate.
Would you recommend that to a friend?
Oh, yeah.
Would you give that as a wedding gift?
At defo.
Would you give one of those to your missus?
Nah, she'd kill me, mate.
Would she?
She wants a diamond.
She wants a diamond?
Yeah,
You
mate.
can't clean floors with a diamond. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but I do the cleaning.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, mate.
Would you buy it?
Yeah.
Would you?
I've got one.
You've got one?
Yeah, I've got 2. I've got one of each colour.
You've got to, have you?
Yeah, if I have a green day, red day.
Oh,
If I have a green day, do you have the time to listen? Yeah. Green Day, the band.
Oh!
American Idiot.
Speak for yourself.
Yes, what would you like me to do? Because like you are ferociously random, and some of them sing a song.
I keep you on your toes.
You do, and I love it.
That's just what listen, you only have to work with it occasionally. I have to live with it.
All of a sudden, I feel so much better.
Yeah. Trust me, you have good reason to. Yeah. Well, maybe you could extol the virtues. Let's pretend we're on one of those shopping channels.
Yes.
Now tell me, why is this vacuum so good?
Well, Rob, this is great because when you get this to your home, you can vacuum the floor.
But wait, there's more.
If you buy now, you will also pay.
We'll send you a free Rolls Royce and £1,000 every week for the rest of your life. We won't. We will not,
we
for
won't
the record, do
no,
that.
we won't.
No.
So
we will send you a vacuum in exchange for £179.
And it is
with
great
a turbo
with
brush.
that-
It's
with
got
that turbo brush as well.
A complimentary turbo brush. Hold on, can I have a look?
yes, of course you can.
Thank you.
My liege.
Thank you. What was that? Just one- Oh, thank you very much. Really? No. Do you think so? That's so nice of you to say. Thank you. Sorry, it's saying nice things to me.
Is it?
Well, it's complimentary.
I wonder where that was going. Actually, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
I'm wasted, mate.
Right.
No, I'm not wasted. I mean, I'm not in that way. Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, apparently the director wishes that he was, or were, to use the correct grammar. Can we see this vacuum?
Yeah,
People at home are going, Rob, come on, crack the whip, get on with it.
Trying.
Oh, what have you?
Right.
Well, you're not hard enough.
So, ladies and gentlemen, genuinely,
You can't get a
Polty.
star for Roberta.
See, there he goes again. This is the.
Oh, can I just interrupt?
Oh no, I'm sorry for talking when you're interrupting, Rob.
No, seriously, can I
Go
just
ahead.
interrupt?
Yeah.
Thanks, Gary.
That's good. And people say, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Yes, you did, because you just flaming well did it. Paul DeForge's Spirit is the D-Power. Now, D-Power being digital motor in this. Now, if you don't know what digital motor is, basically it's better than a regular one because it's more power saving. You can extract more power from the battery, i.e. more power to the motor, so the motor can have more power, but yet give you longer runtime. Now, you've also got that motorized brush down the bottom there as well. It's got 4 LED lights. It's multi-cyclonic vacuum. It creates 6 cyclones inside, 4 stages of filtration, 99.5% of dust particles, and actually it can help lower viruses as well in the room by coming through, because they can hold back viruses as well. So really, really clever
Well,
stuff.
I can only imagine six cyclones is better than one.
6 is better.
I mean, it would be a disaster for a small town.
Yes.
But it's also, well, it is a disaster for dirt, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
now, what we do is
get out
one
your
button
way.
here.
Yep.
You will see those lights come on the front, and you will hear the vacuum is coming on. Now, it's on eco mode now, which gives you that 40 minutes of runtime. Should I want, there's a touch-sensitive button just there. I just touch it, goes to maximum. Or I touch it here, it goes to auto, and it says auto just there. It's not picking anything up right now, so it's on low power. But as soon as I do that, it recognizes the dirt on the floor and how much of it there is, and it ups the power. Now, as soon as I get to an area in the carpet or the floor where there is less dirt, and you will hear this now, it's turned itself down because I'm not picking any dirt up. But as soon as I start vacuuming again, it will turn itself up. So it's constantly monitoring the work that it's actually doing. Now, the brush on this as well, it has 2 different types of brush, which I'll show you, 2 built into one.
Do I have to put my feet up?
No, you can leave your feet there, Pam.
I wanted to. It's like being a kid again.
Okay, let's do that then.
Actually, I won't. If I do that, I'll fall off my perch.
Mind your feet. Hey, good boy. Right, I'm going to come straight over here now to carpet.
It's not as good as I remember.
No, it's not much. Things
No.
are not. It's not. A lot of things are not as much fun.
No.
But again, you see, it's turned itself down because it's not picking anything up, and it knows that. It just takes a couple of seconds.
It's like
to
it's
do that.
idling almost.
It's
isn't it?
idling, yeah.
Yeah.
And now listen to this. As I go over to pick up dirt, you will hear that motor goes up again. So basically, if you're just doing a quick run around the house and you don't need full power, it won't give you full power because it knows not to do that because there's not enough dirt to pick up. But you can see it does everything with relative ease, well, with absolute ease, I should say, picking all of the dust, dirt and debris up, leaving you with not just a clean carpet, but an extraordinarily clean carpet every time.
I mean, it really is. There's no other word for it, or words for it, than clean.
It's brilliant.
It's clean. This carpet is clean.
Let me just talk to you a little bit about this here, because these brushes you can see, and by the way, if you want to remove any hair that gets wrapped around it, all we do is underneath there's a little clip, and then you take out the brush bar and away you go, you take out the side. You have 2 types of brushes just there. You've got the soft brush, and then as I do this, you've got the stiffer brush just there in the center as well. You've got 4 of those LED lights at the front. I'll turn the machine on just to show you those, and you can see that they are really powerful LED lights. Now again, you've got the motion side to side and up and down, so you can get around corners, etc., etc. You've got those wheels which are like little rubberized tires on it to give you grip, and they're quite big wheels as well, so they're easy to maneuver around.
Because the big wheels keep on
turning. Proud Mary. Now you've got this lovely, in this instance, the green tube just here. It's aluminium, and again, I can take this off just here to make this into a handheld in literally seconds. Now I want to show you a few things about this, Rob. Okay, I'm going to come over beside you.
And also, I'm going to enlist request people if they have questions to send an email.
Please do. Now, Rob, if you don't mind holding on to that and putting your hand into it.
I'd love to do something useful.
Right. What you can now feel is if you hold that, do you see the way you've got this little piece just here, this plastic piece? So if you just extend your hand, okay, can you feel that it's balanced? A lot of the weight is going on there. You don't even feel it hardly, and it makes it easier to hold.
It's that little widgety thing.
That little bit just there. Again, thought about.
It's just look, it makes the balance really good.
So you don't have to grip tightly to hold it, so you're not getting hand fatigue or finger fatigue as well on that.
I hate that.
Let's just show you a few things, right? When we turn this on, there is one single on-off button, and it's straightforward. You turn it on, and it will come on to eco mode, okay?
Right.
Just there, look at on and off.
Yeah.
Now you'll see a few other lights. You'll see that this is the battery. This has 3 lights. We're down to 2 now, which means that we have 2/3.
The whole show.
It's been going to show. Now you'll see here the eco light is on. If I touch this one here that says set, and it's upside down, so you can see it and read it from up here.
Oh yeah.
Touch it, it goes to maximum. If I touch it again...
And that's still not... And it's right by our microphones, and it's still not that loud.
Yeah, about 74 decibels, I think it is.
Which
if
is
you look just here...
a bit louder than a
fridge. Yeah. Again, it's a vacuum. Of course, you're going to hear it. There's a lot of air.
Yeah, but it's not deafening. I mean, some vacuums are...
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Auto modes. Now again, auto. So what will happen is, as it figures out and starts to pick up dirt, there's an infrared sensor in the vacuum, and that infrared sensor is constantly monitoring the amount of dust and dirt going up into it. That's a lot of technology to put that in there.
It really is.
Now, I'm just going to drop this onto the floor here.
It's also,
this is how you empty... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, it's not technology for the sake of technology.
Oh, no.
It's practical, because it's saving your battery and saving you power and saving you money, ultimately, when the power isn't needed.
Yeah. Pop that like that, and you will close this. Now, I'm going to come back up to you, Rob, to show you these filters, okay?
Sure,
so what you will first and foremost
find... I'm getting a tutorial.
It is, it's good. So what you will find is, with all vacuums, you will have a filter.
You don't get this in a shop, you know.
You certainly don't.
You certainly don't get it online.
So I would take this out here, and I'm just going to pop this down, because I want to show you this filter, okay? Because this is quite cool. So what we have is this fine mesh filter. So all of the air goes through here, okay? So when the air comes in to the machine, it comes in through here, or down
like
through
a pre-filter.
And then what happens is, as it then comes back, let me show you.
Yeah.
Right. So there's the cyclones. That's what's creating those cyclones. So the air basically is, let me show you, has been sucked in through here. Let me put it together and show you, because it's an easy way to tell you.
Would you need an extra pair of hands?
I could do with them now, you're right.
You let me
So
know.
it's 6 of these
Standing
here, which
by.
Is, thank you very much.
Sorry?
It's good to know.
Sitting by.
Yes, I like it. 6 cyclones just here, and then you've got the HEPA filter, okay, or the EPA filter just here. But I'm going to show you something, because this has another little trick up its sleeve. So let me put this back into position just here like that and lock it in.
Yeah.
Never do things live on telly upside down. So that's locked in. So what's happening is, the dirt is coming in here, okay, and the suction, and it's coming through, and it's the cyclones have been created here to give you more suction, okay?
Right.
It's pulling that air in faster, which gives you much more suction power down at the base.
But it separates the dirt in the chamber, doesn't it?
That's exactly
so you don't lose power.
So what happens then is, the bigger pieces of dust and debris, everything is pushed down to the bottom, so it fires it down here. But what will happen is, this mesh filter will hold the bigger bits, and then it comes in there, and then goes up through that filter that I showed you inside there. But also, as it passes through there and comes out the top, it's got another EPA filter just there. So it's going through 4 stages of filtration. So what's coming out really is super duper clean air.
Yeah.
And that's lovely. You see that extra filter just there, okay?
Yeah.
And you'll see their digital motor. So as a whole, this vacuum is an incredible vacuum. And I will say this to you, and I really mean this, that is worth £299 every day of the week, because of that digital motor, and because of that automatic.
Well, when you think about the fancy name vacuum, well, vacuum's probably just vacuum. There's one particular name, obviously. I mean, they're £400 or £500.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
And they don't necessarily do any better a job than this.
Well, here's the thing, right? So when you see those big fancy ones that we're talking about, you will see a huge. Okay, let me. A friend of mine, okay, said to me, he said,
Give it to me straight.
He said, right out. He said, how come you're able to do things so cheap on and such good value on the channel? Affordable is the word I should use. And I said, well, this is really. It's. If you think about this. When you look and you see one of the big manufacturers advertising to you, they will get 30 seconds of an ad. They will pay many, many, many millions of pounds to have that shown, spend a lot of money creating this ad, so that's costing them money.
Sure.
That money has to come back. Where's it coming back from? It's on the price of the vacuum. Me and you were all paying it.
Do you know how, also, do you know just retail economics, to distribute a product, because they have big trucks that have to distribute it to stores all around the country. They sometimes have to pay slotting fees, so they have to pay to be on the shelf. They have to pay shrinkage, which means some things get damaged en route. They pay extra if you want to be in an end cap on the end aisle of because visibility is what sells your product in a shop. As you say, cooperative advertising sometimes. Also, a lot of many times it's sale and return. So in other words, if that product doesn't sell and the store says sorry, it's not selling, they just send it all back to the and I mean it's formidably expensive.
Hugely
to be in retail. You cut all of that supply chain out. We deal directly with Pulte, literally.
This goes
ShopOnTV
out to you
directly with Pulte.
Directly from them. And Pulte, for the last 2 hours and 40 minutes or so, by the end of the show, we've been talking about Pulte. That's advertising
2.5 hours on ITV.
On ITV that they're not paying for. So
And
they're
STV,
happy
of course,
to say, well, do you know what? We won't go out and spend millions. You have it, and you give this vacuum to your viewers at an absolutely crazy price. And that, I told my friend, is how it works.
Now, admittedly, they did say the one thing that we will not sacrifice, that we will not move or budge an inch on, is obviously the celebrity endorsement.
Well, clearly.
So they went for the best celebrity that they could afford. And they weren't available, so they asked me.
They asked you.
Of course I said yes.
But it is brilliant. And what you're getting with this really is brilliant. It genuinely. So let's look at all these things, right? 29.6 volts of power in that battery. That is great for a vacuum. Actually, one of the biggest I've ever done is 32 volts of power. Generally 21, 22 volts of power. This has the, as I said, the 29.6. You have the digital motor, you have the LED lights, you have the brush bar that has the 2 types of brush on it. You've got the 4 levels of filtration. You've got 6 cyclones working for you.
And that
the cat's separate. And that auto mode, which will change the level of suction automatically for you without you even thinking about it. It is an absolutely brilliant machine. 99.5% of dust particles it will capture. And it's very easy to use, and up to 40 minutes, that's 40 minutes of run time. Now I say up to, if you have it on full power, you'll get less than that. If you keep it on eco mode, you'll get that 40 minutes. If you put it onto auto, you will get somewhere in between, but you're getting the maximum from it because you're using the right power all of the time, which means that you're using the right power for the amount of dirt on your carpet. So you're getting, if you put it on low power and went everywhere, you might not pick everything up the way you need to. If you put it on high power, you're using too much power in areas you don't need to. But with the auto, you are always using the right power level to pick up exactly what is on your floor. And that's what makes this Pulte Forza Spirit D-Power so amazing. I think the biggest difficulty you're going to have tonight is not whether you're going to buy this or not, is which color are you going to go for?
Very good point, yes. The decision
is
yours. One second. Ladies and gentlemen, I went to the supermarket the other day and I filled up my basket with products. And I tried to leave without paying, and they stopped me and said, no, you can't do that. So I just left my basket in the shop and just waited and sat there. And some of the things that I was planning to buy, I really wanted. My ice cream was melting, so was my ice. My bread, my bread was going hard. And I just sat there, and they wouldn't let me use the produce. So in the end, I had to pay for it. And then they said, yeah, you can leave now. Oh, good. So off I went, and then, it was like, I don't know, it's like the clouds parted and the sun came bursting through. It was a new day with new hope and new dreams and new possibilities. And the moral of the story is, check out your basket, because you can't use the vacuum while it's sitting in an internet basket. Now, can you? So please do check out as soon as you're ready to buy now. You do that by going to ShopOnTV.co.uk. You press a little, I don't know if we've got I don't think we can show you the website, we can't tonight. There's a little button that says check out. And you click that and you put in all of your details, your name, address, where you would like this to be delivered to, basically. Select your payment method. You use a credit or debit card or PayPal if you wish. And then you click pay now or whatever it says. And then this literally Monday morning is going to be shipped to your home directly from Pulte. You'll get it and then you can start using it. The benefits of all that we have extolled this evening of the vacuum, or maybe it's the steam cleaner that you wish to purchase. Maybe it's the iron that you wish to purchase. Maybe it's the water features. Whatever it is you've got in your basket, it ain't no good sitting there. We do not reserve those items. They're not held. It doesn't stop other people from buying it. I know we've had shenanigans in the past where people put things in baskets because they think it's stopping us from selling it to somebody else. It doesn't make a difference. You could have 85 million of something in a shopping basket. Doesn't matter. Doesn't take anything off our stocks until somebody actually pays. So genuinely, I'm using the gift of comedy, or at least what I'd like to think of as comedy, in order to make a point. But the point is quite serious. If you want to buy it, you need to actually buy it now. So please go ahead, check out. Simple. If you don't want it, don't check out. If you don't want it, don't put it in your basket. But yes, it will be with you in a few days, and you can start vacuuming or steaming or enjoying a lovely water feature or ironing clothes with an iron that is, I could guarantee you from my own experience, probably the best iron that money can buy. Certainly at this price. It is superb. It is the Simply Vaporella, and it is a steam generator iron. And that is, of course, Vaporella, Ella, 79 pounds. It's normally £139. Honestly and truly, 6.5 bar pressure is a huge amount of steam. It is superheated, dry, pressurized steam that is generated from the boiler. It's got a boiler in it. It boils the water under pressure. It's like a pressure cooker, essentially. And the outlet comes, it's the iron sole plate. The steam is what literally softens the fibers of your garments, and then a very low heat is what is then going to help to remove the wrinkles. And this, it doesn't just diminish wrinkles, this iron, it actually does properly, genuinely, completely and utterly 100% remove them. And 5 times more steam than any other iron on the market anywhere in the world. And it will cut your ironing time down by about half. I mean, it's a joy to use. You will need a Pulte, or you'll need a steam generator ironing board, because the steam's got to go somewhere, isn't it, Alan? It's got to go somewhere.
Can I just say to you as well, that you look at that steam or the ironing board, great value at the price.
Yeah.
But you compare that to the price of the actual steam generator iron, then you see how great value that steam generator iron actually is.
I think you should be a presenter here.
Maybe tomorrow night, maybe.
Why don't you come back tomorrow and do some.
I don't think I'll get anyone to work with me though. I'll have to do it on my own probably.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right, don't worry. You don't need anyone.
Now, Alan, talking about tomorrow night, I am genuinely here tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And I'm bringing this brilliant thing. It's called a micro munchie. I am super excited about it. I've been using it. You get this, you make a sandwich, you put it into your microwave, and it comes out crispy and crunchy.
Yeah.
I am going to be eating nothing tomorrow. Until tomorrow night, I'm going to be eating lots of cheese and onion, ham and cheese sandwiches and stuff like that. So,
of course, it's not even just sandwiches. You can do burgers, you can do
in it.
Bacon.
I'm going to do one of those burgers
fingers
that you buy in the shop that you do. I'm going to put one of them in it.
Yeah, yeah. Fish fingers were particularly good. Satay chicken, chicken nuggets. Also straight out the freezer as well. 3 minutes in the microwave and you've got a meal. Honestly,
we've got lots of VT clip as well tomorrow night with Paul Brodell doing all of that stuff. I'm genuinely looking forward to that. It's just me on my own, which is going to be brilliant. Looking forward to that tomorrow night. It's a show where I get to eat something as well.
Yeah.
Woo, woo!
And I'm not here tomorrow night because I'm going up to our Manchester
Warrington.
studio. Well, it's Warrington. I say Manchester, it sounds posher. And no, actually, Warrington, I would move to Warrington quite.
Well, it's right between Liverpool and Manchester.
It's superb.
It's a brilliant location.
Our amazing studio up there. And Daniel, if you're watching, we look forward to seeing. Daniel owns the studio. And I'm working with Paul Brodell, so I too shall be eating lots of his goodies.
Brilliant. What a
We've got some amazing, sorry, my director just said something funny. Really amazing products coming your way. A lot of kitchen items that we've got coming to you in the very near future. Right, we're almost out of time.
So
where's
steam up.
it gone?
Okay, so basically what I'm going to show you is steam coming out of that. You can see lots of steam, but you can see how dirty that pad is. We've been using it, okay? I've got a clean pad alongside. Let me just turn this steam off for a moment. So what I do to change that is I put my foot on the tab and I simply lift that off and clean it. Then this simply goes on like that. And that's it. I didn't put that on very straight. But watch this now. I have a clean cloth on. So I decide I've got 3 different modes of steam. Minimum for wood floors. I've got medium for linoleum and max for tile floors just there. And I toggle between them to the one that I want.
So you've got a little sort of pictogram, hasn't it, as well?
Pictures of what it is, on that. Just there you can see that. Okay.
Very good zoom in there from our director, Paul.
Check that out.
The focus,
watch the amount of steam.
to be decided, but you can't have everything.
Look at the amount of steam coming from this. Now, 130 degrees of steam generated down at the bottom of in the head of this. So you are getting that temperature of the steam to the floor, which is absolutely kills 99.9% of bacteria, viruses, germs. Now what we do is using just the power of steam, which is from water, all I do now, just to show you, this is dried in. You can see it's dried in and it's horrible and it's messy and it's sticky. Watch this, okay? Just simply by gliding over, you can see already it's starting to break down that dirt. It's starting to break down that nasty stuff, and I can feel it actually sticking on that just there when I'm trying to break it down because it's so heavy, that dirt that I put on there. And then once you get that all clean, we know that it's not just clean, but it's also sanitized. And when we come off to the end, we can see that that dirt is there on that.
Do you know, of course you do know this, it's a rhetorical do you know,
Yeah.
that is more powerful than probably most wallpaper strippers. So if you wish, don't go down to the hire shop if they are still around.
Use this.
Get yourself a wallpaper stripper. You can use this to strip strip your wallpaper as well.
Good idea, actually. Yeah. But you've got loads of attachments as well on this. You've got 19 different attachments, and you can see now.
19.
No, 19. You can now see how well I've cleaned that half of those tiles with that pad. Because here's some of, well, actually, they're all beside, well, not all of them. Some of them are here beside Rob. Let's come over here and do that.
That's me.
So 3 different levels of steam coming out of that for the different types of floors. So we have the extension hose just here, which we clip on, and then you can have the handheld unit, and I'll show you what that looks like when you make it handheld. It's like that. So I can put this long hose on, and then put the fixtures at the end, and then I can go up higher and lower and do all of that kind of thing. I can put all of the extra optionals, the optional extras on the end just here as well. Not option extras, the extra
optionals.
The extra optionals. Give us me words. I can put those on, and they simply twist on and lock into position, okay? But some of the things that you get to put on there, we have here. So we have got the long socket, which goes on to the pieces, not actually. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, the little fan blade thing.
The little fan blade thing. So if you want to get down in between kind of awkward nooks and crannies in between, let's say, for instance,
back of the radiator.
Back of the radiators, or
the towel heater.
Towel, that's a brilliant one.
Yeah.
Or if you want to do kind of Venetian blinds and stuff
toy.
like that, the cuddly toy, you can pop that on, tighten this on, and then you have the steam on this for doing those blinds, and you're cleaning with the power of steam, which of course is just water, no chemicals. You also get all of these different ones for cleaning different areas. So you get your nylon brushes just here, you get your steam, this a concentrator, which just brings it out in a really fine.
Oh, hello! Oh, I saw it. It was a walk by fruiting.
It was a run by fruiting. Do you know the terraced are on that way?
Walk by.
It's run by,
is it? Run by?
Run by. Yeah, it's a run by terraced.
I thought it was walk by. I know it wasn't drive by because I used to say drive by, but maybe it is run by. I watched it a couple of days ago.
It's one of the best movies.
Oh, I love. Oh, thank you, dear.
Yeah. Oh dear.
You fit your nerd out fair. At a point, what was it?
It was a drink that killed him. What, he was an alcoholic? No, got hit by
Yeah, he was hit. Yes, exactly. Except that's the one bit I didn't like that joke because he qualified it afterwards. He said, so it was literally the drink that killed him. And it's like, don't explain the joke.
Yeah.
You know, but other than that, very good. Holti Vaporetto SV6. Now, what was I going to make a point about? Oh, blimey. There was some... Yes! Yes, Mad Scientist has returned. See all that stuff on the screen? You get all it. Well, we should give it some lip service.
Give some lip service. Flexible steam hose.
Now, wait. We're going to do every single one in a different accent. Ready? Go.
It's a flexible steam hose.
Floodlands accessory and socket.
It's a window squeegee and sockets.
Small rectangular brush with nylon bristles.
Small triangular brush with nylon bristles.
Small round brush with or avec round bristles.
Oh my God, it's got like small round brush with nylon bristles.
Carpet, rug frame.
I've run out of accents.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Steam generator.
Oh yeah.
Steam lance.
I think that's a good one.
Yeah. Am I just doing them now then? You've literally run out.
Yeah, I've run out.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't think of any.
What about we'll do an Irish one?
It's a parking clip as well, they're tamed. Come on, Ted. When I was in preschool, they didn't tell me about parking clips on the steam iron. It's brilliant, isn't it?
That's very good. Yeah. Very, very convincing. And microfiber floor cloths ×2. Sorry, the Birmingham one wasn't very good. It's because it was an afterthought. I hadn't really geared myself up to it because I was waiting for you to do one to give me thinking time.
Yeah.
But no, I do have a serious point. No,
Yes,
wait, stop. Cut the pictures. I have a serious point. So this, it's stuck down.
Yeah.
Oh, clever. That little one there.
Yes.
You know the place in your home that has more germs than anything else, anywhere else? Mm-hmm. Do you know where it is?
No, go on.
The rubber seal on your fridge. That will help. That will literally get right in there. But also, do you know there's somewhere else? If you have a hob or a sink, you know where the hob is countersunk into into the counter.
Yes.
The rim, because the dirt gets into the rim, and the same with the sink. This will blast out years and years of dirt and germs that have been festering and building up in those cracks.
Yeah.
I thought that was a very important point to make.
Yes, it was.
And there's the back over to the video again, yeah. Right, good. I'm glad everyone appreciated my point. So there we are. That's what that does, as you can see. Yeah, oh, lovely. I'm getting a bit hot actually. I'm starting to feel a little on the warm side. If only there were a device that would cool me down quickly and easily, but also act as a stylish addition to my home.
Well, let's take a walk on the warm side.
Look at this. This is like some strange art installation.
Yeah.
But you have I can't call it a fan. A fan, to call that a fan would be to call you an ordinary person.
Because I'm not even that. So what we have here is a fan from Vibra Solutions. Now, Vibra Solutions, I just want to tell you quickly.
If it feels like I've lost the will to live, please, you're not wrong. I mean, you're not right.
You're not right.
No.
So I want to tell you about Chris and Tony Mott. Wonderful people, husband and wife team that bring fans. They've been bringing fans and air conditioners for years, and they decided that they wanted to make something that is just extraordinary and with the best of all of the fans and stuff that they have seen in the past. So they come up and design this themselves.
Do you want to come a bit closer? We seem awfully far apart. We're not doing social distancing.
Come a little bit closer.
I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm going to use this as to lean on. Look at that.
Right.
That's also great. Another side benefit of this vacuum is it's something you can lean on.
Lean on me. So the fan blades in here are curved and shaped to give maximum suction of air in and firing it out to cool you in the room.
Yeah.
Now we can use this as an air showering fan by aiming it up to the ceiling, hitting the ceiling and disturbing the air.
Why is that? For those that don't know what an air shower fan is, because it's become a bit of a buzz phrase these days. So, you know, people are like, it's a fan. It's a fan.
Yeah. So normally you would put a fan, if you wanted to cool down, at you, okay? If there is many of you in the room, you get it to do this, okay, from side to side.
Yeah.
You're sitting there and you get this little thing goes, oh, there, oh, it's gone.
Yeah,
Oh, there it is, it's gone.
It's like a little teeny baby fart for a couple of seconds.
Even though this does do that for you, you have that option. When you use it in this configuration here, it's drawing in the cooler air from underneath and firing it straight up, hits the ceiling, and then is forced around your ceiling and back down the walls, and therefore it's effectively cooling everybody in the room.
How does it cool it? Because fans don't generally cool air.
No, they
and
don't.
In fact, when it gets to a certain temperature, they just move the hot air around. But this is different, isn't it?
When air is moving, okay, it's cooling, because what we have is the way we cool ourselves is we perspire. So we get tiny sweat droplets, okay?
Yes,
and as that passes over, it cools those, it takes the heat out of those droplets and
evaporates them.
It evaporates them away. And then your skin then will start to cool down because of the air moving across it. And that's what it's doing, it's moving vast amount of air.
It's like when you get out of the pool, even on a hot day.
Yeah.
Like a sunny Floridian day, as I experienced for many years. You get out the pool and you get a gust of wind, and it's even though it's 95 degrees.
Yeah, you're sitting, you know, on the beach or in the garden, and you get a breeze. You go, that's lovely. It's a lovely thing. But what this does, as well as that, then, if we turn this on, it has 3 fan speeds, okay, and it'll always tell you here the speed. So fan 1. Yeah. But it will revert in a moment to the temperature in this room, which is 20 degrees. But I can go fan 2, fan 3. Now, what I can also do is I can vertically swing this fan. So as you saw a second ago, I put that into that up position, but what will happen then is you will see that it will start to move vertically up and down. It will also then give me a horizontal swing, which would bring it around that way as well. So we're getting 360 and then a movement on that. And look at the way it rights itself as well when you turn it off. Look at that fan head coming down.
I don't understand how this works, because you can move that head freely.
You can move it freely as well.
And yet it doesn't break the motor or anything. How, what is it?
Well,
I mean, it's amazing.
That's what they've done. The motor is just in here, so what it's doing is it's turning it. But this is part of the design that the guys have done at Vibra. And again, you can see that. So now you might say, but hang on a second, Alan, you just said that, you know, when a fan moves from side to side, it only gets you a little bit. But because this is going up and down, side to side, what it's doing is it's really just making
like a
all
current
of
of
the air in the room. It's disturbing it all at all angles at all times. So basically what you're doing is you're getting a real great cooling effect from this.
It's seriously powerful. I mean, would you mind blowing it at me?
Yes.
Oh, you can hear it on my microphone.
It is genuinely really
How
powerful.
long left on show?
Yeah, Rob would happily sit in front of that.
Just do that for the next 7.5 minutes.
This does get quite warm in this studio, to be fair.
It really does,
19, 20 degrees, but because when you're working and stuff and the lights, it really does get hot.
Yeah, it does.
But really is a great fan, but also looks the part as well. By the way, if you do, remember as well, if I turn that off, it will right itself. This will come back down, okay? Now, if we look at this here, you can use all of the functions just here, and it's all touch sensitive as well. Your on power button there, and then your oscillations and your fan speed.
Beautifully made.
But also what we have is we have a timer on this as well. So we can time, we can say, okay, well, I'm in the bed, I don't want it to be on all night, even though it's only 50 watts of power is all it's using. It's a really low energy consumption. But what you can do as well is if you get a little bit too chilly at night time, I always find that by 3, 4 in the morning, you do tend to get a little bit chillier. I can set a timer on this. So I turn off the swings now, okay? So you can see here, so if I do that, 1 hour, 2, 3, and right up to 12 hours, okay? And then back to 1. So you can set that up for 1 hour, basically, to turn itself off after 1, 2, or 3 hours. So if you go to bed at 10, put it on for 4 hours, it'll turn itself off at 2 a.m. And you can be nice and cozy.
What I like about it is it's very compact. It will fit nicely in a corner somewhere. It's very unobtrusive, sort of low profile, but it's also distinctive looking. So it will look great in any home, whether it's modern decor or classic. It's the sort of fan I wouldn't feel I wanted to put away. I wouldn't want to put away. It comes in white as well, not just any white, Arctic white.
Arctic white. Because
we have it on good authority that is the whitest white.
No, the whitest white was in the 1980s when you bought Daz or Omo, and it was whiter than white.
Oh, whiter than white.
50 years later, we're still saying this is the whitest white. You're like, oh, come on, don't be giving me all of that.
These days, white must be so white.
Yeah.
That it's just not. It's almost unbelievable.
What colour is the sun?
Oh, that's a good question. Scientifically, I suppose. Oh, I don't know what you're going to say here.
People always say it's yellow.
Yeah.
But it's not yellow, it's white. Just
Right.
as it's coming through the atmosphere, it changes colour with the dust and the day.
Right,
But that's why when you see when you see snow's not yellow, is it? And that's reflecting the sun.
I thought you were going to talk wavelengths,
No.
like the wavelengths of light. Or
Well, it can be yellow, but
do you
usually
know?
I don't
Do you
think
know? Not a lot of people know this. You know when the sun is right at the horizon,
Mm-hmm.
and literally the light is just about to dip below the horizon. What you're seeing is actually not the sun. The sun has already
It's already gone.
It's basically a reflection in the atmosphere.
That's right,
It's a
yeah.
mirage. But
It's, what is it, 8 minutes, 32 seconds it takes for the light to come from the sun. So when when a cloud goes over and blocks the sun, and then when the light comes out again, that's light from
Yeah,
8.5 minutes away.
I know. And what I find really freaky is that there's light hitting our eyes now from stars
Yeah.
that may very well have gone out
Years ago, yeah.
long
Billions of years ago, yeah.
time ago.
That's
Yeah.
very true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Oh, science! Don't you just love it? 107. Oh, science! I love you so. £179, and hang on, that's the Forza Spira, right? So yeah. So this is the science in this as well, isn't there?
Science in that.
Yeah,
A quick recap, because we are almost finished.
Go on, you
the
do it
show,
then.
right? 29.6 volts of power in the battery.
Yeah.
It is a removable battery, so you can charge it while it's.
I like this.
When it's good.
It's like the Rob and Al show.
It is. You can charge it in position or take the battery out and charge it separately. Also, you have that 29.6 volts of power. It's multi-cyclonic, 6 cyclones is what it actually does. Now, when you see this, you turn it on, you see the battery power with those 3 lights. You get regular power or eco mode, then high mode or auto, which will automatically adjust the speed of the motor because it's constantly monitoring with an infrared system how much dirt is on your floor and how much dirt is being picked up. Also, then what you have is the brush bar on this has 2 different types of material, a soft material and then a tougher brush as well for getting deep down into the pile of the carpet. Again, you have got 4 types of filtration, I should say. You've got 2 EPA filters as well in this. And again, you can see even bigger particles you can pick up. Not disturbing the cat. It is not really loud. You can turn it into a handheld as well in seconds, or as a reach vacuum, as you can see just there as well, using that lance to get up into the corners, top of bookshelves or whatever it might be, corners where the cobwebs tend to gather. And then you can make it handheld to get down to the smaller things. So maybe around the, your toaster or something in the morning, or if the kids spilt cereal bars or cereal or whatever it might be.
Amazing. Also, I don't know if you know this is science, more science,
Yep.
that cats actually have been discovered to have very, very keen senses when it comes to vacuums. That if they don't run away, that means it's a good vac.
Is that right?
No, it's completely made up.
You should have left it at that.
Yeah.
I'm very quickly going to finish off
Challenge.
this floor here. I'm going
Clean
to
up.
show you
Yeah.
over here. I've got fine chocolate powder, and then I'm coming back over
that's
to you,
why.
Rob, in just
Don't
a
worry
second.
about me, just
I'm
focus
going to
on the
set
important
this
thing.
to auto. Okay, so listen, it's on low power now because it's on auto, but as soon as I do this, it turns itself up. Because it knows there's lots of dirt on the floor, it has sensed that with its infrared sensor, and it has turned the power up. Watch this fine cocoa powder as I go across and picks it all up. It is really an extraordinary vacuum cleaner. It comes from Pulte, and you get that wonderful, Rob described it earlier, as that white glove service. Anything happens, they will come to your house and they will pick it up from you. Let's now come over here
Well
to
done,
Rob,
well done.
to this big
Oh,
pile.
I'm gonna
See,
have
it's
to
turned
move,
itself
excuse
down.
me.
And now as I approach this big pile of dirt,
That's a massive pile,
watch
man.
this, okay? Just
It's already sucking it in.
Yeah, I'm going to wait for camera to come to it, and then I'm going to
I'm
do
going to
that for you.
commentate.
Lovely, go.
And the dust is absolutely no challenge at all for the Pulte Forza Spira. Coming in with gold medal. Very
Do you
good.
see that Australian breakdancer?
No?
Oh my word, look at the Australian...
Oh, I thought that was a joke.
No, seriously.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Australian breakdancer. It's crazy, crazy. And that's it. So all of those beautiful functions and features on that.
I don't know
all
what to do with that information.
Just look at it later.
Look at it later.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
What a night. Oh, what a night. Thank you so much for your company. I'll be back in a week's time, so next Friday. The wonderful Alan Ennis is your host tomorrow night and the night after.
Making
Yeah.
crispy toasted sandwiches in the microwave. You won't believe it. Well, he knows it, but you won't believe this when you see it. Join me tomorrow. I'm not sure what time we're live. It'll be sometime after 12.
Look forward to it. Thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Paul.
And thank you to you, as always. Do check out your baskets. Go pay, or you don't get to play. And whatever you do, stay safe, stay humble, stay real, folks. From Alan Ennis, from me, Rob Lock, with an E, from all of the Shop On TV weekend team, we wish you a wonderful day. Good night. God bless.